3. Come on. Let's get it. The name is Law Nation. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in to the nation. Be sure on your way in to hit the like, share this content, let that friend or that neighbor know where to go when it's time to tune in to Cowboys Sports Talk and beyond. Consistency is what it is. We're going to be consistent over here. Yeah. Consistency. Cowboys, NO-CeeDee, Lamb times. First day of OTAs. Plus more. More and more. More and more. Come on. Ain't no party like a cowboy party. But what about a Law Nation groove? Yeah. Come on. Stand to your feet. Come on. One way or another, baby. Give me a 1 in the chat if the audio is straight. Come on. Yeah. Hey. Ho. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Mount up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on. All right. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. If you've been hiding under a rock, let me just let you know what's happening. My guy, C Dangerous Lamb, is organized team activity, by the way. That's what OTA stands for. And now this is not mandatory. This is like volunteer work, basically. And this is a situation where CD, he's working out. He's making sure that he's going to be on his P's and Q's, so you don't have to worry about that. But at this time, you got to stand firm with what you believe in. He's 10 toes down on, hey, let me get my stuff together. I already know. And what really would have shook everything up if they can organize this from a team activity from the other guys like Parsons, like Dak Prescott, to sit back and say, okay, y'all have your OTAs. We're going to have ours over here. And that will get things moving a little bit. But the Cowboys are archaic with their approach, and they do believe in deadline make deals. Now, I'm not here to tell them how to run and operate their business. I never seen $1 billion. I don't know if you guys, some of y'all may have seen $1 billion, but they seen many of times billions of dollars. So I never seen that. So I can't tell them how to run and operate $1 billion facility or $1 billion business, but I can tell you that continuity, rapport, and all of that stuff, that counts, baby. And you don't have to have that to understand that. Ain't that right? Shout out to the Kicker app. Amelia, appreciate you. Katrina and them, appreciate you. Shout out to Halle, Louie, appreciate you all. Rev, man, appreciate you. Davies, what's good with you, man? Jeff, everybody that's tuning in, man. Hey, if I had $1 billion, I'd be throwing it at you right now. Like, hey, let's give them $1 billion. Man, let me throw some money out. Good morning, Dez. What's good with you? Yo, Alex, here you go, man. Well, free tickets on me. I get you not the nosebleed section. Ain't this right? Yeah. Chris, what's good with you, Chris? Warm it up, Chris. What's good with you, man? I take the $1 billion. Yeah. I'll be like Mr. Deeds over here. Law Nation is Mr. Deeds over here. Yeah, that's a real good movie, man. Yeah. But the Dallas Cowboys have a no-show. So What do this mean? It means much about nothing, but this is a situation whereas you got a new coach that's here, Mike Zim, and it's very important that the defensive guys show up and be here on this particular time, because that's when you have your chalkboard, you have your, you have your chalkboard up, you have your vision board. That's a better way to say it. You have your vision board together, and you saying, hey, I'm a nice guy right now. This is before all of the
get your up there, contain the damn ball. This is why we do it. Hey, too many missed tackles. Let's go. We're too damn soft. I just hate mistakes. I hate mistakes.
That's before. See, this time is before all of that, right? This is the time you're looking at Zim, you're shaking his hand, and you're saying, hey, he's a cool guy. He's calm. He's not really that aggressive, right? And then you start to implement things that you can tangibly see that you can gonna be at on this particular team. One being, and if I can pull this up, come on, my graphics, I got a whole graphics team, man. It's the other Law Nation, My graphics teams put this together. But with that being said, news is trickulating that Marquise Bell will be back at his natural spot at safety.
Up there, contain the damn ball.
Now, here's the thing why it says natural spot back at safety, because, Zim, since he's hired here, his whole entire team, they pulling up all 22s. They watching every film. They trying to see what the player can do and can't do. So by the end of the season, they don't have a guy like my guy that calls in, MJ, and say, hey, Law, stop the excuses, right? So this is your best deodorant of excuses, eraser, Mando, y'all need to try this too. Check the link in the description box. My absolute sponsor for this episode is Mando, to wipe away most of that smell. And it lasts not just for 1 hour, not just for 2, but for 72 hours. This could help you out, but you got to put it on when it's clean. So you can't put stuff on while you're dirty. So that's why Mike Zim today is making sure he's doing the cleanup process. Boy, see how I tie everything in, baby? I'm tying everything in. So you got to clean up, and then you got to put the stuff on, Hey, what's that song say? I got to clean up what I mess up. Start my life over again. Come on, you got to clean up. So this is what the Dallas Cowboys coaching staff must do. They got to clean up some of the inefficiency stuff. Now, I said to myself, let me dive into what's going on over here in Cowboys land. And one of the things that brought to my attention was a guy by the name of Sam Williams. Did y'all see that episode earlier this morning? I talked about Sam Williams. Shout out to you, Montgomery. Appreciate you. So, and shout out to my guy Pinga, appreciate you. So my thing is why in the hell did we draft Sam Williams? We drafted Sam Williams to be a guy that can wreck the game, right? Here it is that this is going into his third season and we don't know who Sam Williams is, right? So I love the feedback from the comments, and they were saying that, well, Law, he's an F-up. Law, he's a penalty machine. Well, Tyler Smith got more penalties than him. Tyler Smith last season had 13 penalties. A flag is a flag, right? There's no discrepancies on the flag. On top of that, we can all say that, yeah, he do have bonehead moments and times. But 5 of his penalties came on special teams. I didn't hear me out, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't draft Sam Williams in the second round to play freaking special teams, man. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. Do y'all feel what I'm telling y'all? I didn't draft Samuel Williams or whatever his other name, DeJerick or something like that. I forgot his real name. But I didn't draft him to be special teams guy. So that's why he's effing up, because that don't belong there, right? It don't belong there. I drafted him to hit the quarterback, to stop the run. And he's 6'3.5", 265 pounds. That's why I drafted him. And he runs a 4.40. Man, come on. So for him, when I look at the Packers game, and we're talking about, hey, we're getting our doors blown off. The dude only had 2 plays in the Packers game. And that was my whole talk conversation to MJ. Like, you can't say you choked when you didn't get a chance to choke, right? He never got, and no did he, right? He never got a chance to choke, nor did Wanye. So that's what I'm saying. The Cowboys got to utilize their pieces. We can't go into war and leave the machine gun on the table and leave the doggone even handgun and say, hey, this machete is going to do it all for me. I don't need the guns. I'm going to pull out the machete. No, but it's a time to use the machete too, by the way. But so when I start to look at everything, the brother in the last 2 seasons have less than 700 snaps. He had only 299 snaps this past season and 260 snaps the first year. Both of those snaps within the conversations, when you look at it, and to add context to it, if you were to add all of those 2 seasons together, the dude had 9 sacks. He's explosive. He can get around to the edge. He can make things happen for you. Yes, he may be a little high-head, but I drafted him for it to be that. Here's my thing. Cowboys, people will say, hey, I need dogs. I want dogs. Well, there are different variations of dogs, right? You can't say you want a mad, mean pit bull and then you get a owner or you get the coach that's only eligible to train poodles. Those are 2 different kinds of calibers of dogs. You can't get a bull and say, okay, I want a bull, man, but I'm going to train him like a pony. No. You got to train him like the bull that he is. And he's a bull. No bull sugar, So that's been our issue. We'll say, we'll bang on the table, I want dogs. But then you get the dog and don't know how to handle the dog. Come on, man. So now we got somebody to at least
Get your up there, contain the damn ball. This is why we do it. Hey, too many missed tackles. Let's go. We're too damn soft. I just hate mistakes. I hate mistakes.
Let me know if I'm wrong on my analysis there. You know what I'm saying? Or my analogy. Hey, I want the dog, but I'm going to treat my pit bull like I treat my Shih Tzu or whatever Chihuahua poodle, Yeah. Oh, he's so cute. He's so cuddly. You putting the doggone dress on the pit bull. You brushing his teeth. You only giving him kibbles and bits. Man, no. I need to give my pit bull some red meat. Put some hot sauce in that thing so he'll know what it tastes like. The taste of blood. Yeah. So I can get the full potential of my pit. We want dogs. Do you have the person that's going to be able to train and coach that dog? But that dog is reckless. That's what you want. You want to be able to channel it. You want to channel that energy that he got from all of those offsides, those bonehead penalties. You need to have a coach that can handle that. Yeah, let me know if I'm lying. Man, we looking for some dogs out here. Yeah, you better know how to handle said dog. Michael Parsons, hey, get on back here. Here, boy. And then you chasing that dog all night, and then you get him back, and then you don't do no discipline to that? No. Parsons. Here, boy. And his dog just keep it running. Hey, have you ever had dogs like that? Sam. Hey, boy, yeah, boy. Hey, boy. Hey, just let the dog be the dog. No. No way. That damn dog come back and they see me, they was like, hey, turn them damn cameras off. Yeah. Part Michael Vick 2.0 finna happen right here. Hey, Peter, don't come after me. I'm just only telling the story, Hey, I'm just saying, there's the trainer, then there's the dog. There's not the dog and the trainer. No. There's levels to this, come on. But the Dallas Cowboys want these kind of caliber of players, when we get them, they don't know how to handle them. And that's one of the things. That's why you don't hear, like, when that time frame, and I'm not saying that we should operate like New England Patriots when they was on their run with their winning spree. But yeah, you didn't hear nobody holding out. No. You didn't hear nobody talking about, hey, man, I'm going to try to get my max of capabilities of money so that, no. Hey, coach said we got to be here, and I get it. I want more coins. I want more remunerations, but I got to be here. Oh, but when it's time for you to play, and you getting a bonehead penalty, oh, yeah. Coach know how to get these players. Hey, I effed up. It won't happen again. You better believe that. Yeah. So that's just what it is. Law, we send for a pit bull. My guy Montgomery. Yeah. He says, Law, we said we want pit bulls, but we falling in love with the wiener dog. Yeah. But ooh, here's the other part of it. But when you have good coaching, it don't matter what type of dog you got. That good coaching gonna make that dog fight. Yeah, that damn wiener dog. You be like, oh, that dog ain't nothing. You fool around, walk through that door. Yeah. Tear them damn ankles up. You be like, God, dog, what? Hey, man, I thought your dog don't bite, But hey, the coaching, the training, got that wiener dog all on you. So we got to have the trainer still to be able to train, Yeah. Yes, indeed. Like, damn, man, that damn wiener dog and that Shih Tzu got all the heart in the world. Probably got rabies. Yeah. All right, so that was that particular news. And, of course, I'm not bringing this up for, only entertainment, but our counterparts, the Eagles, they can find money and pull it out of the couch. I don't know how they do it, but this is how they do it, man. They find ways to get in front of said contracts, and they pay their guys either early or they do the philosophy, whereas they get rid of him and they don't get hit up with all of the negative money on the cap. The craziest thing of it all, the strangest thing of it all, is that everybody is blessed with $255 million, right, on the cap. Yeah. And that's only a fraction of what these owners make, by the way. They can move that cap up if they want to. Collectively, these guys make billions of dollars a season. And I'm talking about with more than one. But neither here nor there. The Devontae Smith, shout out to him, Roll Tide, 3-year contract, $75 million contract extension. That includes $51 million guaranteed, sources says. The deal was done with Kelt Crenshaw, I think that's how you say that man's name, Clutch Sports, and keeping Smith in Philly for years to come. I think that if you do the quick math, he will be there all the way up until the age of 29, and then they can get rid of him, or they can re him up. But that's equivalent a little bit. That's only about $15 million more than what Michael Gallup got. The guarantees is right around in the same wheelhouse. And if you do the inflation and if you do the time move, this mother sucker got a Michael Gallup contract. Hey man, let me know if you really dive into it.
He ain't lying.
This dude done got a Michael Gallup's contract. Hey, what are we doing here, man? And he's equivalent to their number one. And if you look at Gallup Productions, and he wasn't hurt too, by the way. And you look at my guy, Smitty, who would you take? It's crazy, y'all. They done fool around, got the Gallup contract on him. And they gave him a little extra because I think that they still signed him to because he was a first-round draft pick and he got his fifth-year option money too. So that's crazy, man. We paid an injured dude that contract. Pull it up once again, and all of my cap guys, man, y'all can break that down on how far off I am with the numbers. But you got to prorate the figures as well because, you know, when we gave Gallup that money, it was, what, 2021? That lets you know, man, we still hurt, man. We hurt on paying guys that's hurt already. Oh, my gosh, man, that's crazy. When you look at it, it's Philly, the Philly Talk podcaster, he says team friendly. Man, if I could, just get Howie and them to just come to Dallas to just do our books, you know. We'll slide them, like, man, we'll give y'all a 5th or 6th round draft pick. Just get Howie and Jeff, or whoever that's handling the books, just get them to handle the Cowboys books, you know. That's all we need them to do, handle the books, because not only do they walk circles around being in the mix in free agency, they know how to handle the books. Right? I mean, at the end of the day, y'all can say whatever you want to say about Philly, but man, whoever's their accounting person, shoot, it's not TurboTaxes, you know. I think that the Jerry Jones and them, they're using TurboTaxes. They got to be filing their own taxes over here. They don't need a CPA, you know. God, dog, boy, just handle the books for us, man. You seen how they feel it. I hate giving them praises. I hate giving them praises, and that's a real big word, H-A-T-E. I do. But if you really look at it, they find ways, baby, to get from under a player contract. Carson Wentz, you know, he was wheelchair Wentz. You know, I'm not making fun of his injuries, but they fooled around and ran off with the plug with that. Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz might get him a ring now. He on the Chiefs now. But y'all get with what I'm saying, man. Shoot, them boys, for the A.J. Brown contract right now, we're looking at it like ain't no way. The Eagles finna be doom and gloom because they paid A.J. $100 million and they paid Dallas Goedert a real big bag. How they gonna keep paying? Ain't no way. They gonna go into a cycle of a depression. And every year they still win and they still find ways to pay their guys. It's crazy. It's crazy. Whereas we still talking about, well, look, don't shake me with the butter knife, y'all. You know, hold on. Huh. We still paying Zeke. Shit. Boy, we still paying Zeke, man. DeAndre Swift came to the Eagles, got over 100,000 yards, 7 to 8 touchdowns, and left. We still paying Zeke. Who's handling the funds over there, Jerry? Let me handle it, man. I got a degree in finance. Come on, let me touch some of that money. Come on, man. Shit. Oh, my gosh, man. So we dragging our feet on CeeDee, and we dragging our feet on Micah Parsons, and we dragging our feet on Dak Prescott. And let's listen to some of this audio. And I get for those who are pretty much in the middle of the road with Dak, I get all of that. But before we go a little bit further, I just want to be able to let you guys know about my prize pick entry. We didn't hit the bag yesterday. We came close, but no cigar. But I'm going to share this entry right here. Be sure to check out Prize Picks. And this is my baseball entry. I don't think I'm going to miss with this one, though. I don't think I'm going to miss with this one. I got all of these boys less than these pitching strikeouts. I got him less than 5 for Cole. I got him less than 7 for Aaron. And I got less than 5 for Reese. And let's see if that gonna triculate. Be sure to check out Prize Picks. Use promo code LAW, and 100% of your deposit match up to $100 will be warranted and granted to you, ladies and gentlemen.
What he did in NFL history, over
4,800
yards, 25 touchdowns. Last year he only played 10 games, had over 1,000 yards and 5 touchdowns.
Boost up this audio right quick.
Harry says pay.
Can y'all hear that audio? That's from ESPN. Let me bump it up even more. I know it's kind of low. Here we go.
The wide receiver, Neek, pay or delay.
Give me a 1.
CeeDee Lamb of the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, I feel like the players are going to fall on one side of this and management is going to fall on the other side of this. You can predict what I'm going to say. When you have a good player, pay him what he deserves. CeeDee Lamb has proven himself to be a number 1 receiver. Why are we not paying people what they deserve? Give that man his money as soon as you can. It'll be better for you. It'll be better for him. It'll be better for everyone in the long run.
Now, here's my thing on CeeDee. Put 88 in the chat if you're a CeeDee guy. 88 in the chat. If you saying, hey, pay CeeDee, let's get this, let's rip the Band-Aid off. The quicker we pay him, the more money. The craziest thing, the quicker you pay him, the more money you will have. Now, if you're not a fan of CeeDee, and I'm not going to dog you for it, right? To put no 88 or put in 88. So majority of you all already see that, hey, look, I flat out understand how y'all feel about Dak Prescott. I understand that. But priority should have been, if the Cowboys got one foot in, another foot out, they should for damn sure looked at CeeDee and said, hey, if we go ahead and extend him now, we would have more money, more remuneration to do things just in case. Pay the man. CDs don't grow off trees, man. If so, then we would have been hearing about these records being broken and stooped and built back up again. Come on, man. Pay that man.
CeeDee Lamb, one of several Cowboys entering the final year of his contract if he doesn't get an extension. Another is quarterback Dak Prescott. Mike Tannenbaum, pay or delay?
Not to let down my friend Neek, we're going to delay.
Oh, boy.
He's got a $55 million cap number. I would have done something sooner. He's your franchise quarterback. But now that you're at this point, you might as well let it play out and see where you are next year, and maybe you have alternatives. But I'm really surprised it's gotten to this point. But since you're so close to the end, if you're Dallas, get through the season, and you'll have a really good idea of where the market is.
So far, delay has been the choice the Cowboys have made.
No doubt, no doubt. Now, the delay of Dak Prescott situation, the damage already done. Anything that you were going to benefit from Dak Prescott signing his extension should have happened in February or March. That's the only thing that we can argue and say, hey, you know, if the Cowboys were in front of this, they would have extended him in February, March. It is now April. The free agency is all done. You could have scooped in and you could have been sitting on some big bags, right? So at this point, it's a moot point. At this time, you done already been through the pain. You already walked in the fire. You already took the $55 million on the chin. You already did that. You can give Dak $1 billion. Now, it don't mean anything because it's all dried up. Everything is done. So now you should just sit back and relax and say to yourself, all right, Dak, we going to see what you can do with what the things that we have provided for you. And that's just the bottom line, baby. You know, because we at this mute point right now. But for Lamb and for Parsons, these guys still got youth on their side. And on top of that, they still have that place of mind with a third of the fan base that it can be salvageable, you know. And right now, there's already sides. There's nobody that can sit back and say, oh, yeah, I'm right in the middle with Dak, you know. But right now, you're either all in on Dak or you all out, basically, from what I can get from the temperature of the people that's watching it. There's nobody saying, I'm in the middle, man. Hey, man, Dak is Dak. No. People right now, they either all in or out. Either in or out. And the craziest thing about the world and this world, shoot, hey, nobody wants somebody to be with them lukewarm. The Creator don't want you to be with him lukewarm. Either you all in with him or you out. Either you for him, either you in or you the ops. That's just how it goes.
And that has caused a lot of speculation. Our Adam Schefter actually addressed a possible situation the Cowboys should consider when it comes to the future of Dak Prescott, the quarterback position, and this year's draft. Here's what Adam had to say earlier this week.
What are they going to do at quarterback if they lose Dak?
Hey, for the record, shout out to Brian Broadus. He'd already pressured, what's his guy, Adam Schefter. He hit him up, and Adam was like, oh, this was just my expert opinion. So these are not facts right here. But this is going to tie into what I got right here. Go ahead.
It's interesting, and that's why I think the Dallas Cowboys might just be a sleeper team in the quarterback market during the draft, because at some point in time, they might have to draft a quarterback higher than you'd think, because Dak is going into the last year of the contract, and it might be time to get somebody in there to start grooming him. Just like they found Dak Prescott in round 4, might be time to go find another quarterback in another round to begin to get him ready.
Crazy talk, right, Mike?
Not at all.
Oh.
Not at all.
Really?
Yeah. Look, Dak's going to graduate. He's going to have a robust market, justifiably so. If I am Dallas, I have to be prepared for him to go, and I have to look at the draft. And just for context, guys, they're picking 24, so we have a graphic on this. So roughly, it's about $3.3 million in terms of what the salary cap would be. And right now, that's Dak's cap number this year. But if you go to next year, and let's say his extension is somewhere between $55 to $60 million a year, what I would say to you guys, I'd rather have Dak Prescott over, let's say, Michael Penix. But is he $52 million a year better than Michael Penix, knowing that we have CeeDee Lamb, knowing that we have Micah Parsons, amongst others? And I think when teams trade back up into the first round at the bottom, like what we saw Baltimore do with Lamar Jackson a couple of years ago, they're looking at the salary cap ramifications. That's why I think someone like Michael Penix will go somewhere in the 20s. Not saying it's necessarily Dallas, but if I'm Dallas, I need an alternative because Dak could graduate next year.
Yeah. That boy said graduate. That's a horrible analogy. I like to do going into the 9th season, man. Well, you got 9 years of college? It took him that long to graduate? Come on, man. Use a different analogy. But I would say this, though. He'd probably be $50 million better than Michael Penix, though. You know, I get it, or Penix, however you want to call him. Look, these guys coming out of college, I get it. Everybody will say, hey, man, this could be the next Josh Allen. It could be the next Pat Mahomes. We never know. It could be the next Mitch Trubisky. For every Josh Allen, there's a Josh Rosen, you know, a Sam Darnold, you know what I'm saying? So don't be thinking that, or Carson Wentz. Shout out to Carson Wentz, though. But what I'm saying here is that don't fall traps of these guys of what they're doing in this particular light to say, okay, it's going to be transferable when it gets to the pros. It's just a whole different animal. Let's listen to the rebuttal from my guy, and then I got this clip from Double Moves that's on TikTok, as well as he got a YouTube page, one of the better Cowboys content creators that he dives in, and he do very deep, in-depth analysis. So shout out to Double Move. But let's order Ryan Leaf. Shout out to Ryan Leaf.
Nick, my answer to Mike saying is he $52 million better than Michael Penix is maybe, right? Like, that's possible.
Yeah, right. I mean, if he's the difference in you being a contender and not being a contender. You don't know exactly what you have in Michael Penix or any other quarterback that might be around at that point. You do know what you have in Dak Prescott. Maybe it's just me being risk averse, but I don't think this is a ridiculous idea. I mean, planning for any potential externality is a good thing. If they have a feeling, I'm sure they have a relationship with Dak Prescott, they have a feeling that he wants out and he's not going to sign a contract and force himself to free agency, then by all means start to prepare for the next phase. But if not, then I don't really see the point. If you want to keep him, then the point in drafting a quarterback is, and hoping that something works out is fine, but it'll be a real uncomfortable situation for a third or fifth round quarterback to walk into, where we're all thinking that this is the heir apparent to Dak Prescott. If they don't draft someone in the first round, which then is obvious. You draft a quarterback in the first round, then he will be your starter in the coming seasons.
Yeah, I just think they have more team needs than to focus on the quarterback.
Hell yeah, they got more teams than focusing on the quarterback. Before my guy go, I think his name is Harry Douglas. Ain't no way in the world Mike McCarthy would sit back and say, yeah, I'm down for that. Oh, hell no. Mike McCarthy, hey, we would know everything we need to know about you. This is the final year of your contract, right? And we need to see, no-CeeDee. We need to see some balls, man. I need for you to move some weight stuff around and say, hey, I'm on my way out. There's nothing that I can do to get me out here crazy faster than for me to sit on my hands. I got to make sure that y'all know who I am. Hey, I'm LD around here. I'm Big Mike. I'm the one that can move some stuff around. You better respect me around here. I'm on my way out. No-CeeDee, yeah. He got to at least showcase that he got some things going that he can move around, on his own, on his way out, back against the wall. I need my guys to be day one ready. And some of the fellas that's watching me right now, some of y'all need to move around just like that. You got 1 foot in, you got 1 foot out. Come on, be that man, stand tall. Ask for that raise. And if not, and if they ain't moving, and it's been 3 or 4 years, you've been working the same job, and they only keeping you at $15.50 dollars an hour, or you're only making $20 an hour, and you seeing everybody else getting $25, everybody else getting $30 an hour, hey, you make it your business that your move will be, I'm applying for a new job every day. And when they give you that offer letter, you walk in there boldly, with grace and mercy, and say, hey, you move around different. Stop moving around docile. You know what I'm saying? Stand on your business. Move your stuff around. Stop being in the back of the row, or stop being in the back seat, man, or whatever it may be. Trust and believe, man. Sure, you done got all of these hours. You done graduated from school. You done got all of these certificates. You got the time and grade, or whatever it may be. It's your spot to stand firm and believe in yourself and take up for yourself. Yeah. And say, okay, all right, if we're going to go down, we're going to go down on my watch. And for those who are out here, for those who are out here coaching a team, and you're going into your final year of your contract, and you already seen how they already finna make that move on you to get you up out of there, sure, you're going to be happy to be like, remember the Titans over here, So that's what you got to start doing. Go down with your philosophy and your principle, Big Mike McCarthy. Don't go down like Jason Garrett did in 2019 with his arms still folded, still clapping. How you doing, guys? Hell no, Jason. Everything about a man should have been able to stand tall that year. You should have been moving furniture around. You should have been in the face of Dak Prescott when he made a mistake. You should have been in the face of Ezekiel Elliott. You should have been fighting. Come on, man.
The first round right now. When I look at this team not having that running back that they want, they lost 2 offensive linemen. Tyron Smith went to the Jets. Tyler Biotis at the center position. He went to the Washington Commanders. So I feel like there are more needs. They can get more defensive pieces, more defensive line. Their first 3-round picks should be guys that are able to help their football team in 2024. They don't have a 4th-round draft pick, Mike, and the reason why they don't have that is because they use that pick to go get Trey Lance from the San Francisco 49ers. So your developmental quarterback is already on your roster. I'm not picking a quarterback in the 3rd round or the 5th round. I'm just not doing that if I'm Dallas.
But, Harry, if you're –
Yes, indeed. So let me segue over to my guy Double Moves. I'm just saying, in 2019, if I was the coach of the Dallas Cowboys and going into my final year, there's no way in God's green earth that I'm going to agree to allow someone else to steer the ship for me to get Tristan Hill here. No! I'd be like, how you doing, guys? But hold on, wait a minute now. You know. Hold on, man. I need to get some guys that I know for sure that's gonna make some moves. Yeah, I would have ran in there and said, okay, give me DK Metcalf. Oh yeah, give me Juan Thorne here. Give me somebody that I know for sure. They got no reservations. No, hey man, it's gonna take about 2 or 3 years to develop. Nope. I'm on my last year. At least I'm going to go down of drafting the guy that I wanted. You're right. But let me play this because, and this is only objective. So the Dak crew, don't come after me because y'all be coming after me too. Don't come after me. This is only objective analysis here, you know. So, but this is from my guy right here. Double move. Don't crucify him too for his thoughts on this, but let's listen.
The Dallas Cowboys have already selected their quarterback in the 2024 NFL Draft, and his name is Trey Lance. And it actually makes sense when you look at this year's class of quarterbacks and where the Cowboys sit with draft capital. Lance is just 23 years old and already has 3 years of NFL experience. He turns 24 in May of this year. Right now, Lance is the same age as Michael Penix Jr. He's also the same age as Jaden Daniels and younger than Bo Nix, all of whom have been playing college football for 5+ years. So I think it seems evident if they plan on moving on from Dak, Lance is their choice for a number of reasons. He's been in the building for nearly a year now. He has played NFL football and has been in an NFL locker room for 3 years already. Compare that to rookies coming into the league at 24 years old. Lance should be a little bit ahead of the curve. And as we already know, he didn't cost you a first or second round pick. And honestly, with the talent available at 24 in this year's draft, Lance seems like the better option going into this season and possibly the future. The Dallas Cowboys have already selected their quarterback in the 2024 NFL Draft, and his name is...
All right, so that was my guy Double Move's thoughts and his analysis on the whole process with Trey Lance. My thing is with Trey, and my brother, who's a diehard Niner fan, he called him Trigger Trey. He said, "Law, you got to call him Trigger Trey, man. He can pull the trigger and all of this stuff." And I said, okay, yeah. Let me go back and look at some film or what have you. Chris, don't shake me with the butter knife. Come on, man. Chris, put that knife down, boy. Just stop shaking me with that butter knife, bro. Chris, don't hit me with that butter knife now. Come on now. But he is the same age as a few of those quarterbacks that he mentioned there. But when we look at the film and we start to see with these things, what do Trigger Trey need? He needs run game, y'all, in order for him to eat or what have you. And we wish and we pray for days like this. Let me just rewind one more time. Hey, for those who don't know, man, they playing single high. Boy, we wish we can get some coverages like this. And why they playing that? Because they don't respect his arm and they trying to stop the run. Boy, we haven't seen this coverage since 2016, 17-ish, and pieces of 18. But let's go. Yeah, appreciate you, David. Let everybody hit that like. Yeah, hit that like. All right, so with that, he's a play-action guy as well. He comes off with some escapability in his game. And, you know, everybody tried to stop the Niners' run game. And when you have some of those, look, this is an errant throw, of course. He is not a multiple read guy. Now, to be fair, this is in 2021, and this is without the expertise of a Mike McCarthy. But you can literally see that this ball should be on the outside shoulder. The defender is already on the inside. So this is all of the real estate that he got to throw here. But he kind of rushes it and he squeezes it inside that window there for a near pick. And on top of that, with the play action here, this is going to suck down and bring down those linebackers, no diddy. And when you see that, the capabilities of him running the ball in this particular form of fashion, this could be a situation where you can win and go deep because they're so busy on stopping the run, and this is what create these big explosive plays like you seen here. Let's look at it from another angle. Pull the linebackers inside of the play action and get them deep, baby. That's what play action can do for you, baby. Look at Debo. Run, Debo, run. Yeah. And those are the things that we look for out of Trey Lance's ability. His ability to be able to be that type of quarterback. Now here, stop it right here. Stop it right here. All right, so they play off coverage. They see it's a 3-by-1 formation or 3-by, the tight end sneaking down here on the edge right here. You got the running back in the backfield. So they know that this is a greater chance or a possibility to absolutely be a pass play juxtaposed to a run, and if they do, they still got the linebackers down, eyes downfield, right? Spying the quarterback. So he reads this, he goes off of it, and he throws it right into this. He would have had this read right here, but just great defense by the front because he was trying to aim for this pocket right here. If you guys can see, that created a window throw, but it was batted down at the LOS, ladies and gentlemen. So. Can we live off of play action? Yeah, but we got to get run game threat in order for him to be able to do those things too, by the way. All right, he drops back. He got the escapability. Didn't just get free off of that. That was a 3rd and 7 play, by the way. And he drops back. Don't see it take away his first read. He's going to keep it moving, and he don't see nothing downfield and get run, get some positive yards out of it. Play action again. Scoops it, throws it right there in the middle. They picked it up pretty good. They were able to sit on this route because it's another 3rd down play. So what I'm thinking here is with Lance, in order for him to ultimately eat, he's going to have run game. Yeah, he's going to need run game too, just like any other quarterback. But when it's empty shotgun, this is what he can do. He can evade and elude off of those quarters defense, or when they drop 4 or they drop 6, he do have the escapability. And he made plays right there with his legs there and kept his eyes downfield, and he was able to missile that ball in there. Look, another play action, but this time they put it in the belly of the running back. Stack formations, play action, look to the left, shakes, evade, moving out, looking, keeping his eye downfield. He's able to throw it, but it's batted down. And if you can see where he wanted to go with this, some people say, hey, just take your time. Although you fluttered out, just reset your feet, and you would have been able to hit this man on a crosser right here. Keep the play alive. Let your crosser go right here. Just reset. But look, the defender right here, he want to get that ball right there. All they have to do is to out and up and just put that ball. He don't have to hit him directly, just put it in the proximity. And I'm quite sure that guy would have been able to get it, but good heads-up play by the defender here. Batted it down. And Dikembe Mutombo, his 3-by-1 set, drops back. Don't like what he sees. Play around, dance around. Those are the things that you will get out of Trey Lance. The ability on a coverage defense to go through his progressions. Don't like what he see. Still don't trust his arm right here. But he's able to get the yardage from his legs. Now, it could have been a bigger play down the field, but that's okay. Live to fight another day. That's what you're going to get him. He do have a strong arm, by the way. And he have the escapability, just got fluttered on that play. Ball hit the feet of the receiver there. Catch and go. Watch this finish right here, buddy. Yeah, whoa, sheesh. God dang. Watch it finish right here. Boy, now y'all want dogs, man. I'm quite sure my guy Hunter can do the same thing. Watch how he just finish him. But that's what I want right here. I'm going to watch this one more time. Watch how Kyle Juszczyk just check him. Check him. I'm going to rewind that play one more time. Yeah. Watch this. Little swing pass it. Yeah. Boom. Oh, you want to tackle me so bad? Yeah. Hey, that's some tone setting stuff right there, boy. Oh, my goodness, man. Little check pass right here. Hey, let me tell y'all something. When it's covered defenses and they playing those zone looks, either you can attack the middle of the field or you can attack the edges. You don't want to force anything, and that's what they was able to do when they were on 3rd downs right here. He don't trust his arm. He going to run it. He going to run. He's a runner. He's a track star. He going to run that thing. All right, single high, drops back. He pretty much in the zone. Hey, rolls, and he throws it underneath. If they giving you underneath, he got the escapability to avoid and get the pass underneath. Don't trust his arm right here. Just run it with his leg. He going to take it, scoop it, and tuck it and run. From an athletic situation, he's athletic. You can see that. Was this a play? He kind of stared down the receiver here. And he's not a multiple read guy. I'm not finna beat him up and say he's a one read guy, because at this time, keep in mind, just like what my guy Double Move said and just like what Harry Douglas said, he's only 21 in this game. He just turned 21 basically. So he was drafted really young. And this was the year he played against the Seattle Seahawks, who pretty much is a real good defense too, by the way. This is a window throw. He got to wait for this to clear out right here, and he got to squeeze this ball inside, and the receiver knows that. And he stops, he stacks right here, and the ball going to hit him in the hand. But good play on the ball. I think that's Quandre Diggs right there. That's how you play on the ball too, though, by the way. Yeah, that's how you play on the ball. Yeah. So that ball too low right there off of a 3-step drop. You want to see more whip? Look at his back feet. Look at his feet. All of those mechanics is better now. All of those mechanics are better now. Like, his legs too far apart. You got to get some torque in that throw right there. And that's an incomplete to number 15. Here he is right here. He trusts that little zip right there. Got the ball there to number 6. And they move the ball. A little bot snap right here. He's able to keep it and get some positive yards off of that. He's 6'4", y'all. He's 6'4", and he's about 240-ish or what have you, or 235, 240-ish. So he's a taller, bigger quarterback than most people think, and he got some evadability, and he's throwing this ball away, of course. Busted play. Stack on the right by 2. He tried to missile this ball inside, incomplete. But I do like this on this coverages right here. Remember, when it's the cloud covered like this, you got your 2 safeties. You got the middle of the field that's going to give you that, and then you got the flats. So you're going to have to missile this ball in between the 2 defenders, and you got to look them off. To me, he didn't look to the right, veered off too much there, and he kind of stared down 85. But, hey, as a young QB, your tight end will always be your best friend. Yeah, he didn't even look to his right. Try to squeeze that ball in there. One can argue, hey, Ferguson would have caught that one, though. Ferg would have caught that one, baby. Yeah. Kittle's trash. I'm just playing with Kittle. But Ferg would have caught that one, right or wrong. Yeah, he dropped that with too much pressure on him. Yeah. Appreciate y'all, man. So he goes back right here. Incomplete pass. Just not able to get this out. And then, of course, I'm going to give y'all more in-depth analysis soon on all of this. He's able to evade, escape, and this is one thing that you got to pay attention to. He's able to kill you with those North Dakota legs right there. Yeah. Drops back. Watch how he evade, scoop, keep the play alive. No one's open. And he's able to run it to get this first down right here to keep the play, keep the drive alive. Yeah, drops back, little swing right here, check. Get it over to your boy, Debo. Hey, that's what Debo got doggone running back that's a wide receiver, old wide back self. You know, I can't stand Debo. He always get teamed with this little swing pass. Not nothing special about it. He just so good out in space, man. He's so y'all doggone good out in space, man. And this play right here, this going to remind y'all of Rain Dakota Prescott right here. Yeah, that play right there, that's for the 2-point conversion. They absolutely lost this game, though. But he was able to, look, this is that 2-point conversion play right here. Just use him as a running back. That's that old Jalen Hurts play, ain't it? Ain't that right? That's old Jalen Hurts. Hey, he may just be as athletic as a Jalen Hurts, too. So people will say, hey, he had a slow 40 time, but I would tell you guys that when you look at everything, Trey, I can't wait to see what he's going to look like now, since he's going into his second year now with Mike McCarthy, and we're going to look at some of those things. I got another film that I'm looking at, him versus Arizona Cardinals the following week. and in 2021, and then I'm getting some preseason tape going too to see what he looked like last year in preseason on Trey. But my thoughts are, with all of this, what we just seen today, I get what y'all are saying. I get what most of y'all are thinking. But for what I seen, Dak Prescott can do all of those things, but a little bit better, outside of the run thing. I think that his hesitancy with the run goes all the way back to, when his ankle snapped in half, right? So I don't blame a brother for being hesitant on that. We got a super chat. Appreciate you, Walker Wade. Dak is in his ninth year 9. People with 0 conference title appearance times to seriously take the risk and moving on. I want titles, people, not one and dones. So I give it what you saying. But that clip that you just saw, Trey, that's the situation that you're going to see. And especially if you don't have run game. If you don't have single high looks or what have you. And I'm not saying that, Trey is going to be the only end-all, be-all to get us into playoffs and beyond. And, of course, it's going to take some consistency and rhythm and things like that. But, teams are going to be able to pounce on that. I get it. So Dak, this is his senior year according to that dude. He's finna graduate. It took him 9 years to graduate. But they're going to figure out, what they're going to get out of Dak. That's just how it is this season. And depending on this year is whether or not they're going to keep him or move on. Glenn Capers, he says, after Dak, the next QB1 should be based on an open competition between draft, unrestricted free agents, and Lance. We can let the cream rise to the top. Yeah. That's the only thing, though. Everything here with the Dallas Cowboys is all about other sides of competition. What can sell the most? What can you can provide to get the most out of that part of it, the media attention. So it's going to have to be a star-studded situation, and it's going to have to make some revelations of some type of news-shattering news for that to happen, right? So think about this. The reason why the Cowboys stood with Dak Prescott because he was extremely polarizing. Don't you know how high and heavy you would have to be that extreme polarizing? They had to go on that win spree. If it was win one game, lose one game, win one game, lose one, then Tony Romo would have kept his job here. But they went on what was the winning spree? Y'all help me out. How many games we won in a row? Shoot. It made them realize, okay, maybe this guy can beat him, Saiton says Wade Walker, neither does Stephen Jones, Jerry Jones, and CeeDee Lamb or Parsons. I don't know. I don't know the context of that. Is that what you're saying based on open competition? I don't see a wide receiver. The only way you can see a wide receiver outperform CeeDee Lamb and Oxnard, unless his name is Justin Jefferson. And that's going to be a tall task for that, CeeDee Lamb was killing. I'm talking about killing Trey Diggs, killing all of the DBs, Stephon Gilmore. He was killing them all. People fail to realize that day that allegedly, people saw what Trayvon Diggs said to Dak Prescott, you're a B or what have you. Dak scorched those boys for 12 consecutive touchdowns. So it's going to be hard for anybody to say, hey, man, competition. If that's where you're going with it. David says, DC for life, love yesterday's show, facts and excuses. Yeah. Oh, I see what you're talking about, Saiton. You said 0 conferences championships or conference championships. Yeah. That could be said for everyone, and I get what you're saying there. Yeah. Now I see the context of it. Yeah. The whole ideology of you basing this team off of the lack of conference championships dog it, I'm going to be real with y'all. I don't want to just get to the conference championship and lose. Shoot, I'm greedy. I want us to get there and beat. I want us to get there and destroy the opposition. Getting there is not something where I can go around and parade and say, yeah, I'm happy. No. Getting to the Super Bowl and to ultimately lose. I don't want that. Keep in mind, I got a blood brother that's an Eagle fan, and I got a blood brother that's a 49er fan. We all came out the same womb. And I'm going to tell you, and I look at Twin. When the last time y'all saw Twin post something, you know? That brother been hurt 9 yards away from winning the Super Bowl. And hey, to me, I'm happy to a degree. You know what I'm saying? I ain't happy that he hurt, but man, can y'all know, do you think it would have been that long if they fool around, if the 49ers would have won that Super Bowl? Do you think it would have been that long if him been on his hiatus? No. I had to call him and say, Twin, you okay? Where you at? I'm checking on you. I'm doing a welfare check. You all right? You know, he's still hurt. 9 yards away. He ready to blow up the team over there. Yeah. So I think that, 22-7, Twin, 9 yards away. Shoot, boy, y'all know. Boy, I tell you, the Titans still hurt. They were 1 yard away from the Super Bowl against the Rams that year. Yeah. And 1 yard away. Who remember? 1 yard away. That burns even more. Welfare check is wild. Dan Marino knows that. Shoot, that could be hurt, man. I don't know the feeling. Hey, if y'all are old enough, for those Cowboy fans that's old enough to see us go to the Super Bowl to ultimately lose, let me know how y'all felt that year and the next year and the year. Let me know how y'all felt, man. Let me know how y'all felt about that. How y'all feel about that? The Ice Bowl and all of that stuff before I was born. Purdy choked at the goal line for $1.99 for your mind. Yeah. Oh, my goodness, man. Willie T, you old enough to remember? Man, we got some old heads up in here. Pause if necessary, too, Yeah. Kevin Hicks said he hate those years. Yeah. But, we all have things that we got to get into. And on April the 25th, the draft time for your mind, we got a party, man, and I want to see y'all beautiful faces out there. My girl Lisa says it's gonna be her birthday weekend, her birthday week, and she gonna be on a cruise somewhere, so she won't be able to make it. But if you guys are in Arlington, and if you guys want some good food and a good time with your boy, come on out to Shakerton's, man, and shake it with the law, man. Shake it with us, man, and kick it with us. It will be Ray Ray's podcast. We got presenting sponsors like the Prize Picks. They're going to be in the mix, man. We got some other people that's going to show up and show out. Shout out to y'all, man. If you guys can make it, it's 1409 North Collins Street, Arlington, Texas, 76011. The block party going to be crunk. On top of that, for reservation for the nation, 682 is the phone number, 248-3545. Keep it live with us, man, down there in Arlington at Shakerton. So you will have not just a good time, but a great time. And trust and believe, hey, it won't be no dry moments there. So come on, kick it with us, man, and have that good moment with everything. One of the things that I want to bring forward is that they was talking about by average annual value of my guy Smitty's contract. Let me pull this up. He said that he will be he's following Devontae Smith extension. The Eagles now have by average annual value the fourth highest paid quarterback, the fourth highest paid running back, the fourth highest paid wide receiver, both of them, or the fifth highest because of the AAV on Smith contract, the fifth highest paid tight end, the fourth highest paid offensive tackle, and the fifth highest paid offensive guard. So by value alone, just to put that in there, you don't hear them talking about the money aspect, and they are able to pay those types of remunerations. Is crazy. Appreciate everybody, man, for tuning in. Yeah, Howard just getting it done. I hate to give those boys praises there, but hey, if the shoe fits, you just gotta say, hey man, wear it, man, just wear it. And that's just how that goes. Did I cover everything? Yeah, we already talked about most of all of this stuff. CeeDee sitting out for workouts. All right, so it's 12:35. I want to give another shout out to one of our sponsors, and then we'll open up the phone line if that's cool with y'all. And the phone line, get ready, jump on the line, is 657-390-7391. It's the hotline for your mind. Go ahead and jump on in and grab your seat, and we can get this show going. But before we go further into that, I want to give a shout out to my sponsor, Mando. And Mando is right here. Let's talk about control. And first and foremost, I'm talking about control body odor, and that's anywhere. And all you have to do is shop.mando and get $5 off of your starter pack, and that's over 40% with promo code LAW, shopmando.com. Let's go. And I personally, this is my routine. I use this body wash odor control. Yes, indeed, full body control with Mando. They have the product here, and they also have deodorant that you apply under the arm for 72 hours of odor control. You want to be in control. And speaking of control, they also have the product that you can apply all over the body, the invisible cream, and it also fights for 72 hours. Look, it's all about being in control. And with Mando, man, they control body odor anywhere. All you have to do is shop.mando, get $5 off your starter pack. That's over 40% with promo code LAW, shopmando.com. Let's go, and let's stay in control of your odor. I love it.
There is one other participant in the conference. All participants are muted.
Yo, let's get it, baby. 5, 4, 3, 2. From the VIP Lounge is under hotline from the 860. My brother from another mother, no other. Don't look like Danny Glover. Keep it real with me, man. Talk to me, man. What's on your heart?
Law, it's VIP, baby. Law, you know I've been on a hiatus.
Man,
Law,
dog,
really...
I thought I was gonna hit up your girl, man, and see what she's talking about, because I said, man, what happened to my guy VIP, man? You know, what happened to you? I'm gonna hit up Jada. I'm gonna say, Jada, man, I see your son out there busting it up with Justin Bieber and stuff. I said, I need to see what's going on. What happened to my guy VIP?
Well, I ain't slow grinding with Justin Bieber. We not, ain't no Diddy over here.
No
boy.
Diddy, man. I said, what's going on, man? Talk to me, man.
Lord, I've been lurking, Lord. I've just been kicking back at the VIP, just watching. I see the Slurpees. Yeah. I see the clown. Like, Lord, I have to have substance. Like, what are we talking about at this point? Like, this is why I waited till like the week before the draft, because what are we talking about? If we're into hypothesis, and we also know we don't have an off season, Lord, as far as moves. So what is there to discuss? Are we, me and you, the conscious Cowboys? Let me say that the conscious Cowboy fans realize that Jerry and his sons aren't making any real moves. We're not going to make a move until, I'm telling you, and you guys could quote me now, until June 1st, till some of the veterans get cut from the salary cap. For there'll be some salary cap cuts come June 1st. Okay. That's when we'll start shopping, Law.
Okay, that's when we start shopping.
Tell me if I'm lying, Law.
No, you ain't lying. You telling the truth, man. You know, a brother like me, man, I gotta go lie. I see what ESPN be doing now. You know, ain't nothing to talk about, so they gonna make up stories and find stuff. Hey, man, you know, CeeDee Lamb was in Walmart. Time must be terrible for him, you know. So they make up all type of stuff, man. And I'm trying to keep everything smooth. You know, I'm an optimistic person. You know, I can only do so much mock draft. They done already painted me into a corner when I do film sessions with the college film. 5 seconds into the clip, it get claimed by someone else. So I'm sitting there like, I got to just sit back and wait. But I can't. I got to keep the flow going. You know what I mean?
You got to keep the content. You got to keep the content pushing, Lord. That's why I'm not mad. I always tap in. I always share your content. I'm always listening. But there's nothing for me to talk about, so I don't want to get on here and talk unless there's really something to talk about, Lord.
True.
What I really want to talk about today, Lord, no butter knives. I'm not taking no butter knife. I'll pull a butter knife out. If I come into a fight, I'm throwing these hands, or it's going to be something really popping off. But anyway, let me get to the point that I want to make on the whole off-season moves and this whole, like, now they want to, now Trey is the next dude. Now look, Lord.
Oh, yeah.
I like Trey.
You like Trigger Trey? Okay.
I like Trigger Trey. I'm not, but Lord, if we have to rely on Trigger Trey,
oh shoot, it's gonna be
there's
an uphill battle. Oh yeah,
because if we're relying on Trigger Trey, and if you see what he does, look, how long will he last? Ask Philly's quarterback, how long is that? How good is his offseason going after he tried that this whole season?
Oh man, it's gonna be a hope and a prayer that he'll be able to hold up. And then I think that he can hit a few teams with elements of surprise, right, before they get full tapes and stuff on him. But and then there's always this right here. I didn't know he was so young, man. I was like, God dog. So he's younger than some of the guys that are getting drafted now. So that's cool. So I just don't want to rush him, just keep him bubble wrapped up, man, and be that emergency valve, man, just in case something ever happened to Four.
Right, respectfully, and that's all I want. That's what I want. I don't want him to be like, oh, this is the next savior. He's not. No, this is not the savior. He's young. He's still learning. So if he could develop under Big Mike for another off season, I'm not knocking that. But let's not rely on that, Lord. Why are we even talking about it? We should be talking about developing players around our quarterback that we have.
Yeah.
And we're spending time talking about, I want to draft a quarterback. I hear these clowns on here, Lord, and I swear I wish I could reach out and just touch some of them, because it's just some of it is like, yo, are you a fan, or are you fumbling through your words just to have something to say on air? I'm not into all that, Lord. I mean, like the Brandons of the world and all that, Lord. Like they couldn't wait for this off season just to slurp. They got their lip gloss on, Lord. The no gag reflex. I mean, how can you keep this up for 6 months? Yeah. I just don't understand. I don't understand, Lord. They got to look, Lord. They need to be our training coaches, because some of their tolerance, Lord, is just the what they can. If they can spew out all of this craziness, and they have all this energy towards this craziness, why can't we just build up our team? Why? I don't have that crab in the barrel mentality. I want to build you up.
Yeah.
And edify you. I'm not trying to tear you down. So this is my whole problem with the off season. Like, yo, we spending time tearing each other down. Now Dak in his feelings, because Dak reads the media. He hears what y'all clowns talking about.
Yeah.
So he's like, oh, y'all don't think I'm worth nothing? Okay, I'm gonna hold out. Then what you gonna do? Oh, guess what? CD. Yo, y'all don't think I'm a number one? And I took 4 games off and still had 1,700 yards.
Yeah.
He could have put up $2,000. He could have put up $2K last year.
He could have.
If the first 4 games weren't fumbled over.
Yeah, man.
And it's the running game, Lord.
Shoot.
This is without a commitment to the running game the whole season.
Man.
But it's my quarterback's fault. We don't have a running game.
Man. Hey, whatever quarterback you get in here outside of Dak, you still gonna need that run game, though. And that's what people fail to realize, though, man. I appreciate you for calling in, man. Hey, you didn't call in so long. I was looking for my Slurpee link, and it disappeared. So somebody create another one, man. But I appreciate it.
Lord, don't worry. I'll zoom shot you a Slurpee. Just get a picture of Brandon and put a straw next to his lip. That's all you need, Lord.
Appreciate
Lord,
you, man.
You already know my motto. I ain't a killer, but don't push me, Lord.
Yeah.
And I ain't mad at you, Lord. There will never be no butter knife shaking my way. I got your back like your spleen, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man, no doubt, man. Let me hear you say it, bro.
I ain't mad at you, Law. That's them Cowboys. I ain't
Yes,
killing, but don't push me, B.
Yeah, man. Yeah. We were once two brothers of the same kind. Quick to holler at a hoochie with the same line. I don't think nobody say hoochie anymore. Do people say hoochie? Yeah. That's how long it was, man, since we've been winning, though. Because when Tupac came out with that album or what have you, we were winning. So, Tupac, come on back, man. Come on back. All right, man. I got my dog, man, from the 304. Hey, Lo, you're live. Talk to me, man.
What's good, Law?
All is well, man. Just ready for them to get my guy going, man, Sam Williams, man. I think that I was looking back at his film, and I just wanted to look at it with an open eye, like what happened, what was going on. And it seemed like big trust wasn't there. Of course, he was a bone-headed guy. You know, he hot-tempered, volatile into a degree. But I think that coaching, reason why I put this on coaching malpractice is because you can't get a bull and treat him like a Shelly pony. You know what I'm saying? I'm from the country. So you got to handle a bull a certain way. And you can't cut the bull to go nads off because that's what give him his power, his strength, his testosterone. You know, so that's what I think that the Cowboys been having issues with. They say they want the bull, they want the dog with teeth, but when they don't know how to handle it.
Well, you already know that Jerry and them don't want anybody bigger than them. So not saying that Sam Williams is even on that level, but when you bring that type of mentality, I don't want to call him this, but it's just the term you put to it, that Charles Haley mentality, where you're running around, you're slapping people, you're screaming, you're yelling. He don't want that. Yeah. He does not want that. Sam Williams is, I'm gonna tell you right now, Sam Williams coming out of Ole Miss, he could do everything. 5 tech, 3 tech, 1 tech. He was playing in the 3-3-5, I think. So they had him everywhere up and down the line. Yeah. You can't tell me with all of these variations and the mad scientists, everything he wants to do, that you could not find somewhere to put him in place. Put him at the 1. If he's played that, put him at the 1 tech and see what he can do. Because he damn sure. I mean, I guarantee he would do a little bit better than what we were getting, against Green Bay with our defensive line. So you got him, and you got to use him. Now it got to the point to where it's so bad that they had to put him as a gunner on special teams. Yeah. Now think about this.
And that's not his element.
We have a defensive. No, we got a defensive lineman playing gunner on the special teams. Let that sink in. That's crazy. That is crazy. But look, hopefully, Zimmer will come in and stop trying to, stop trying to be cute, trying to dress up the pig and put lipstick on it. It's still a damn pig. Yeah. And actually come in there and set some precedent. You know what I mean? Like, get back to some of the basics. Understand that you don't have to do all that exotic shit to get you kicked out of the playoffs in the first round or the second round every year, or blow a 28-3 lead, in the Super Bowl. Right. Just go ahead and give us base defense. Okay, you blitz, not you don't blitz. Okay, well you already know who your hot people are so far. Who's going to get you the quarterback? Who's going to stop the run? And let's play good sound defense. I'm for good sound defense. Now if we don't get the sacks, I don't want us to sit back and play no damn cover 2 or no Rob Marinelli. Yeah, none of that. Hell no. None of that. But
here's the thing though,
Cover 3.
Here's the thing, Lou. But the thing is, even with Rob Marinelli's defense, we just didn't have playmakers at DBs. I think that these DBs can make plays. I think that my guy did a piece on that, Boss Cowboy. And he was saying that basically, I didn't want to accept it at the time, but he was like, basically, Law, if Rob Marinelli had these guys on the team with more skill set versus the George Salvi and all of those boys, then he would have been better, because we didn't have playmakers, but they were a more disciplined team as it relates to their gap response. So, but granted, they still got blown out the woodshed with the run game, though. That's just been an ongoing situation with the Cowboys. But yeah.
So but what I like now is, and you can tell you can tell by the way we're drafting, that we are getting better at drafting because of the quality of coaches that we're bringing in. If you look at the quality of coaches before and now, the reason why we didn't have those players is because the coaching that we had did not know how to evaluate real talent. I give Nelly that. He knows what real talent is. He has players around him that know what real talent is and who makes plays. At every level, DBs, I can't say linebackers because you got Mike McCarthy's, his good old boy over there coaching linebackers don't know what the hell he's doing.
Yeah, Scott
But
McCurley.
that's another story.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on now, get out of here. You don't even, man, stop it. But anyway, you got, what's my man Harris coaching the DBs, so he knows my talent. He's played at a high level. You have to continue to get these old players that still have that dog in them.
Yeah.
They can't do it, but they can coach somebody. They know the game. You got to get them in places where they can be influential, because that's how you get need in today's game.
Yeah.
Because those players that were making plays back 5-10 years ago were ahead of their time.
Yeah.
In a sense that they knew, they were ball hogs. They knew how to tackle. They knew what they were looking for. They knew the nuances of the game, and those type of players are always going to be better coaches, position coaches, maybe not head coaches,
right,
but great position coaches, because they played the position. They can coach those players up and make them better than what they really are. Because Deron Bland, granted, now he had a hell of a season, but he wasn't that good without good coaching. I give him that.
Right. And on top of that, I have one of my guys, man. He coaches DBs, and he was like, yeah, Bland is still his guy, but he still got some pitfalls that he had to work on. If the pass rush wasn't there, Bland didn't look that good, and I had to go back. And I don't really want to do this tape, but I may have to pull it up to show that, like, when pass rush wasn't there, Bland didn't show like some of the traits or the skill sets that you really wanted out of your DB. And it could be the newness of him being on that island by himself completely for all of those games. So that's why when he was inside, he's an instinct player. He's a come down and hit guy. He's a fast guy too. I think he's a 4.3 or 4.4 guy as well. So Bland gave you all of that with good size and speed, but it's just that when pass rush wasn't there are two types of corners. There's a cornerback that creates cover sacks, meaning that they cover you so damn well that, hey, the quarterback pat the ball and holds onto the ball. And then there are cornerbacks who thrives off of when pass rush is there, they eat. And that's who he is.
Yeah. And I think him playing on the outside is nothing new, because he played on the outside of Fresno State.
True.
So granted, but now I get it. That's college, and Fresno State is a big difference between the NFL. I get that, but just so far as being familiar with the area, you get what I'm saying? Familiar with the job itself. I think it's that he just got caught off guard with a lot of, especially with Megatron. He couldn't do shit. I mean,
he can do nothing. You good? You had Megatron, and I wanted to say the Washington game. Look at that. Even though we won, we put the man-do over it when we win. Yeah. Yellow. Hey man, they got you, man. We started speaking too much truth, man. They got A-Lou, man. Appreciate you though, A-Lou. We started speaking too much truth over here, man. They went and got him. But I got another caller that we can add in on the mix, man. He was spitting though. A-Lou was spitting from the 304. They went and got him. Yeah. FBI, open up! They tried to get me, but they couldn't get my. I got a VPN IP protocol over here. You can't get me this time. Come on, baby. Swallow that. They didn't got him, man. But I got from the 470, man. You're live. I hope they didn't get you, man. You're live on The Nation, brought to you by Prize Picks in the Mix. Talk to me, man.
What's up, Lord? This is Reggie, man.
Reggie, man, what's
good? I was calling with, man. Yeah, Reggie out of Atlanta, man. Just,
ATL.
They don't change the 404. We got all kind of different area codes down here in Georgia.
Man, shout out to Georgia, though. What you got, bro?
I got, man, I just be listening and listen at the comments and listen to everybody talk. I look at this generation, man, 'cause I'm a little bit older. I was around when Dan White and all them folks.
Oh, yeah.
I think they play Nintendo, not Nintendo, the PlayStation, man. They think what they can do on the PlayStation, and they're gonna equate to reality.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's the problem we got when they play the game all day and they fit the quarterback to do this, the running back to do that, but most of the quarterback to do all the work. That's what I'm looking at, man. 'Cause I don't, we always talking about Dak, but Dak played for SEC. He played for Mississippi State.
Right.
And had the #1 team in the nation for a minute.
Yeah, I think they beat Alabama. Did they beat Alabama? But they lost to LSU.
Yes, they did. They had but they had a no-name team, bro. And they had some players in there on the defense. They had a good defense. But Dak is a hell of a player, but folk won't give him credit because most folk don't know how to read defenses anyway.
Yeah. And
they just sitting up with him talking because he look crazy sometimes when he's throwing and stuff, a bad play. And they just going with that moment and define him at that one particular moment.
Yeah. I think that the biggest problem with Dak that he plays for the Cowboys, right? And,
that's the
biggest
the
expectations,
man.
Right. The expectations always going to be high, and then everything is micro analyzed here. But Dak got his warts in the playoffs with those INTs. I always look at it like this: Troy knew what his bread and butter. Roger Staubach knew what his bread and butter is, right? Dak be trying to make his bread and butter out of some players, I get it, in moments we would say, man, look, just look for CeeDee, let him be him, Look for Ferg, let it be him. Minimize the people that you need to target, right? But when you try to spread the wealth all over, some of those boys are not going to be on the same page. I would forgive Dak Prescott more for that pick 6 than I forgive him for going for Brandon Cooks on Zaire Alexander. I haven't seen all year long, bro, Brandon Cooks running that route and that would have been successful all year long, And the frustration built all the way up for him trying to force feed it into CeeDee Lamb. And that's just like anything you do in life, when you force it, you know what happened, So I just need Dak, man, to just stick to his bread and butter.
If you're not open, you're not open.
You're not open.
That's just it. If you're not open, you just got to go with that. If you're not open, I can't get it to you. I got to get to the open player. And I hope they catch it. And just got to tell them all the time, hey, man, if you open, I'm going to throw it to you. Not, hey, that's just it, instead of trying to force it. But I look at it like this, too. Now, Dak in the contract year, too, now. In his contract, folks you to play good in their contract. Now, you got to think about that.
Hell yeah.
Every player around the league, when they contract, they show out like hell because they showcase for 31 teams.
You got you dog right, Reggie. Sure. And that contract year.
Folks sitting up here talking all that junk, what he ain't gonna do. The man might come out here and have an MVP year.
You got nothing to lose though.
The Super Bowl or whatever, but then you got to look at, hey, I ain't got to stay here no more. I got you a championship. I can go somewhere else now.
Yeah. Let me show you his last contract year. Like when it had nothing to lose, even though the record didn't reflect. Let me pull up 2019, right? 2019, right? Contract year. Even though the record it was 8-8. This dude threw for 4,901 yards. And out of respect, I heard it kind of like pull him so he won't beat the Tony Romo record. That's what's him. He was like, nah, I don't even want to beat his record. He had 30 touchdowns to 11 INTs, and Dak Prescott is a better thrower of the ball now than what he was in 2019. So, and the craziest thing is, you gonna get that good quarterback stuff. We just gonna see how he's gonna play in the postseason, and that's where we're going to look at Dak Prescott individually, unfortunately, but that's how that goes. They're going to look at him individually in the postseason. In the last 2 or 3 years in postseason, he's been averaging 2 INTs, whether it's his fault or not. But the INTs are just like kids out there on the street. Hey, they're going to say, hey, you the daddy, regardless,
Everybody on the team is a 1 year. Now, just think about it. If I'm on a 1 year team,
go ahead.
I'm going out here and ball.
Yep.
Think about it. Everybody gonna ball on the team this year because everybody looking like this might not be here this year. I need to showcase myself for next year.
Oh yeah. I need for my guy to stand tall too though. I need Brandon Cooks. Believe it or not, this is a contract year for him. This is last season too.
That's it. That's what I'm saying.
He getting paid $10 million.
Everybody gonna ball out. I look at how you look at it, man. I just look at it a different way. If I'm on the contract here, we all here together. Hey, man, this our last year. Let's go out this style. Let's just go out with a bang. Forget it. You know, all cards on the table.
And that's what Mike McCarthy need to do too. Mike Zim probably got some inside stuff of what's going to happen for the future. But Mike McCarthy is a must-win for him. If not, then he's going to be out of here. He got to make a deep run. He got to.
That's it. That's like this whole saying with that speech they always get. The folk went to go fight somebody on the island, and they burned the bridge. Either we're going to win here or we ain't got no way home.
Yeah. No doubt.
That's all I had to say, man.
Hey, man, appreciate you, man. Let me hear you say it, bro.
How about them Cowboys?
No doubt, man. That's my dog, Reggie, man. Hey, even though we kind of got blown out the woodshed, man, doors blown all off against Green Bay, we still saying, how about them Cowboys? How about that? I got it's from the 408, but before I let you on, I got a super chat. Duncan Wright says, love you in the Cowboys, but think you guys go big. Cry, Eagles, cry. I edit that, man, Duncan, for you. I appreciate it for the $5 support, man. But, hey, before I let Stephon on, hey, I didn't know that we had this going on over here, man. Did y'all hear this breaking news? Oh, snap.
We answered, I talked stuff, I thought we had it, but it goes to show you who's a better team, and I'm sticking Cowboys.
You're crying.
I'm hurt. I love my Eagles. I don't believe it.
You gonna flap the hat one more time for the Eagles for the hard fight they did?
Let's go Birds, fly, Eagles fly, still Super Bowl champs.
Still Super Bowl champs for now, man. What my guy for the 408, man? You're live on the Nation, brought to you by Prize Picks. You in the mix, man. Yeah, what's good?
What's good, Law?
Nothing much, man. Just listening to that breaking news from Monty, man.
Happy Monday, man. Happy Monday.
Hey, happy Monday to you as well. Yeah.
All right, brother, quick question concerning the draft and what our compensation looks like. We got 3 picks in the top 100.
Right.
How are you addressing the first, second, and third round?
First, second, and third round is I'm building from the ground up, right? I'm building from core aspect of it. So if I'm looking at needs, I'm looking at center, I'm looking at interior defensive linemen. But as far as this particular draft, I don't see anybody that I would love to get outside of a Byron Murphy maybe from the defensive lineman. If it's an edge guy, I like Chop Robinson. I like the Lewis, was it the guy named from UCLA? I forgot his name.
Oh, yeah, the Samoan.
The Samoan kid. All of them guys, man, y'all put it down in the chat. But I like trench guys, man, right there. Latu, that's his name. Is tip of my tongue. Latu. But I'm looking at that part of it. But from the offensive side, hey, I like Ram Barton. I like JPJ. To a degree, I like to slide back, get Zach Frazier or something like that. So it's so many guys, so many options that I can go with. And if it's BPA, man, y'all can fight me later, man. But shoot, seeing my name on the back of a jersey, Thomas, shoot. Hey, give me Brian Thomas, man. We'll worry about everything else later, man. Shoot, give me that. If it's BPA,
I don't know. I think Byron Murphy, Chop Robinson are all going to be before the 24th pick. I think they're going to go a little earlier. I think Brian Thomas, there was a big reason why Malik Neighbors had a big season. So I think Brian Thomas, I think we passed on him. I think Kansas City gets Brian Thomas.
Rich getting richer, man.
I personally would at number 24, and people are going to say this is a reach, but I'm going to go with Edgerrin Cooper out of A&M. That's going to be my linebacker.
I can see that, and then you can fight for it because you got a guy that's going to get linebackers moving. Anything that you know about the Vikings defense of the past was Anthony Barr and Kendricks, right? Both of those boys were able to fly around. I believe one year Anthony Barr put Aaron Rodgers out for the season, broke his collarbone, shattered that thing. So, and that's with Zim defense. So I think that wouldn't be a problem because now you don't have to rush over Sean as quickly, and then that can be a bridge for Eric Kendricks. You know, our biggest impediment to all of this is that we gonna have a year setback with most of our defensive players because Quinn did a hybrid style of defense, whereas these guys didn't get tangible, growth last season.
Correct. Second, if we do kick out Tyler Smith out the left tackle, which is still a speculation, I'm probably going to go with Cooper Bebe from Kansas State at left guard.
Yeah. And
at running back, I'm going to go at, third round. I don't see why Braylon Allen shouldn't be there.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not a big fan of that Jalen White. I know he's really fast.
Oh yeah, he's fast.
I need a bell cow. I need someone that's big that can, we already got Rico Dowdle, but if we can get someone like Trey Benson in to be there, I know maybe we might get the kid Jonathan Brooks from Texas because of that injury history. But also another scenario that I've been doing since last year is trading back that 24th pick to someone like Baltimore, someone like
the Bills,
San Francisco, where we can get more compensation in the second and third rounds.
Yeah.
I'm not opposed to it. I think it's really our only option because right now we've lost so many guys. We can't depend on this draft. I know the Cowboys are really good at picking up non-drafted free agents.
Right.
But, the only thing that I could think of that'll be a big splash and probably set us back a couple of years is trading star players for compensation now.
Okay.
Like what? People call it crazy, but if you trade a player like Dak, I know you're gonna get you're gonna get a mixed crowd, right? Of people saying you're crazy or you got a point. But you know how much compensation you can get for trading a player like Dak. I know he got a no trade clause.
Right.
But he probably got a no-trade clause to, somewhere cold, but we sent him to Las Vegas. They need a quarterback.
They got multiple teams need a quarterback, but they got to have cap space. And, of course, they got to have the want to, and they got to be two to tango, two got to, be willing to dance with that. And what would be the compensation? Here's the thing why people kind of avoid trading with the Cowboys. Is because they don't know how to move in silent. They like to smear you and say that, hey, we won with the trade type of thing. They bragged for months, man, over the Amari Cooper deal. And sometimes people from afar can remember that. And they say, hey, man, we don't never want to be felt like we were sold a situation. You go to a used car lot, you never want to be feeling like, hey, somebody sold that car to you. You want to make it feel like, hey, that was the car that I wanted, and they presented it in a way whereas, they don't come out and say 2 weeks later, yeah, man, we gave them a lemon, man. Look how much money we got over it, So that's the thing, yo. But I get with what you said, and I think that, a breath of fresh air for Dak Prescott will be everything. But I'm quite sure that Dak Prescott, he holds and he truly believes that pressure is a privilege, and he's going to want to see this thing all the way through and be able to say to himself, I was able to stand tall in the midst of everybody saying that I should have moved on, and I was the one that stuck with this organization, and I'm going to lift up the Lombardi here opposed to somewhere else. And I think that that's his mindset.
Now, we don't got a problem with Dak Prescott because,
right.
In the past years, he's had success in the regular season. And I know it's at this point, it's kind of played out that people say, yeah, wait till the playoffs.
Yeah.
But having been there at the game in San Francisco live, seeing that loss, and it's the way it happened. There's a look that he has in his face. I don't know what it is, but it's like a deer in the headlights. Like he's lost. I don't know. I don't know what the preparation is like during that week of the playoff game. I don't know what it is, that Green Bay Packer game. Like I don't see how a team can completely just crumble from 1 week to another. Like how are we so out of sync in the playoffs? And I think that is a big factor to that because you could be a success in the regular season and all kudos to you. You're gonna have the stats, but in the playoffs, it's where it matters. He's going to get us there, I understand, but we already know this is like a broken record. You don't know what you're gonna get.
You don't know what you're gonna get, and you got the data aspect on the side of that of 8 years of like, hey, that
Man.
I just saw a ghost look in the face, and that's something that I had a conversation with about 4 or 5 weeks ago with a caller, and I said, yeah, he do have that ghost look in the face. So I'm trying to remove
got that ghost.
Yeah, I'm trying to remove that ghost look in the face by giving him run game. Maybe we can give somebody that's going to be crazy on defense, playing with lights out, on that aspect of it. Yeah. Unfortunately, man, when I look back, and I get it, we want that out of Ford. We paying him, I guess the next quarterback contract is going to be $250 million, right? And you don't want to say, hey, man, look at that look on his face. That's what you paying for?
Yep.
And but when we look at this, let's go to the Chiefs, since they are the creme de la creme.
Mm-hmm.
You seen when they were stale, and you seen what Travis Kelce did? Pulling at the damn coach, yelling at the people on the sideline. Chris Jones, hey, he demanding things out there. So it took a complete team for them to get over that stale part, and it took them to say, hey, we be damned if the 49ers score after they didn't pick this ball off, and they all fought, they rallied together. So somehow the Cowboys going to have to find some somebody from deep within to pull that out of them. I would say this, halftime speeches, man, call Eric Thomas, man, call somebody, call Les Brown or somebody, you got to be hungry. They need some type of motivation in there. Don't be paying no George Strait and all of this stuff in the locker room. Play something to get them crunk, man.
Man, Lord, I think, but that's like it's going back. That's it's a culture thing, and I say, people say, oh, man, there ain't no it's a culture thing, man. There is nobody like that in Dallas. There's no I think the only player I could say that kind of had that fire was Dez. Really the only player that I really saw that I saw that, okay, this guy really has that fire.
Yeah.
I don't even see it from Tony Romo too much. You don't see it from maybe Jason Witten. But it's not, Dallas is the country club, man. It's what it is, the country club, and it's going. I'm going to say it too. It's from the fans itself, man. You go to the games in Dallas, man. Fans sitting down on third down, like it going from that. Like it's not like a place where there's that energy. You go to the Star in Frisco, bro. You've been out there. It's bougie. It's a bougie area.
It's very bougie, man. I was talking to a guy that does all of the rapping. I can't say his name, but he was saying that's just one of the things that's the biggest heel of the Cowboys, because everywhere else, like the Mavericks, even to the Texas Rangers to a degree,
that's right.
They it's crunk, dog. It's like, wait a minute, it's crunk. Mm-hmm. But they got, their ways of they want a certain thing to look a certain way, and that's not how football meant to be, man. Football should be rocky. It should be like, damn, you gotta squeeze yourself in for these damn tailgate parties and stuff like that. You got to have that momentum swings in and it comes in to the players and it sprinkles down to the fans and everything else, and then you get that 12th man type of vibe. So that's why sometimes when you see the Cowboys play on the road, shoot, they crunk. When you see Cowboys, when the Cowboys playing in L.A., shoot, them fans out there, shoot, they be like, hey,
It's loud, bro. It's loud. Yeah, it's loud. If you go to a different, I went to Levi Stadium when we lost in that divisional round. You go to the tailgate, bro, it's live. It's a party. It's atmosphere. You know what I mean? Like, people on third downs, and then when they convert that third down, they do that weird chant, that who, whatever chant, and people's is into it. You know what I mean? But if you go to Dallas, it's like, I don't know, bro. It's so corporate. And then, like I said, I feel like that trickles down to the team, to the players itself. And there's not, people are kind of afraid to be that leader, you know what I mean? And I feel like they are that leader too. When they do decide to be that leader, it's against Washington, against the Giants.
Common opponents,
our weak division, you know what I mean? It's against some sloppy team. But when we playing teams like San Francisco, when we playing teams that are nice, where's that fire at? You know what I mean? It's like we're like bullies, bro. And I want to see. That's what I'm telling you. tear the whole thing apart. And if we're gonna go with a different approach, man, you got to get some gritty players. You got to get some players that are nasty. They got that. They're just tenacious, you know.
But in closing, remember I said on the opening, you know, they want that bull. They want that bull, but the trainer, all he trained is Shelly ponies, you know. Like, nah, you need to get a bull. If you want the bull, get the bull trainer. If you want that pit bull, if you want that dog to be a pit bull, then don't treat it like a chihuahua. You know, you got to have the kinds of caliber of trainers to be able to get there. So our hope is on defense, that Mike Zim ain't going to be playing around with this stuff. And I'm going to hit my button one more time.
Get your up there, contain the damn ball.
We needed to hear that. We needed to hear that.
Too many missed tackles.
Well, yeah, we need to hear that, bro. Appreciate you, man.
I'm with you, Lord. Yes, sir, man. Appreciate your show, brother.
No doubt, man. Appreciate you, man. That's my guy, Stefan from the 408, man. Good call from him. And my next caller, Darius, I believe that's what he's going to say. Like, shoot, if you look at it, Law, Mike McCarthy, he's too docile, man. Yeah, he might, when he first got here, he did some going for it on fourth downs or what have you. But we need for him to show, I'm going to do the no-diddy thing again, to show his nuts, man. Come on. You know, I do like when he tried to do the team camaraderie thing, smashing watermelons, and then the media, they get in the way so much, they were saying, oh, man, that's racist. And I'm sitting there like, damn, nah, he's trying to change the culture, y'all. But people are like, everything racist. So he couldn't even smash watermelons to get these teams together. But because people take everything in Dallas and it's too many media people, man. It's 50 million people in the media room when other teams only got 4 or 5 up in there. But it's all crazy. But I'm going to let my guy in from the 214. And he's going to probably talk about culture. And we seen what the Detroit Lions was able to do. They changed their culture just like that due to the fact of their head coach and their defensive coordinator and beyond. So let's listen to my guy Darius, and then we're going to make sure we get to all of those super chats that came in. I really appreciate y'all so much. D from the 214, you're live on the Nation. Talk to me, bro.
That was a hell of an alley-hoop, but I'm not even going – I'm not even gonna bang it on you.
Okay, you know good. I appreciate it. Let me make it. Yeah.
Yeah. But those were phenomenal points. Dan Campbell did change that culture with the Lions, like in a matter of maybe 2 years, maybe. It'll be dope to have it'll be dope to have a Dan Campbell here. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure like what's going on with the Lions, we'll definitely be having some of that good stuff going on to a degree, but
to be fair, Dan Campbell, he kind of whipped it out too much, though. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to whip it out a little bit. He went too deep.
What you mean by it?
Shoot, going for it every time. He could have literally beat the 49ers. Yeah. And he could have beat us too, but he tried to be too aggressive. He got to calm it down and just slow it down just a little bit. You know when you already got her. Sometimes you don't have to go too deep into it. You already got her. You already don't take her out. She already said yes. You don't have to rush. You just take your time, get out the car, take it to the crib. Don't have to do it in the car. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. You can overplay your hand.
Overplay the hand. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
But the reason, one of the things I wanted to talk to you about was, our guy B Tuck. He said some deep stuff at training yesterday. He was like, how you have EQ, IQ, like emotional intelligence, and then like actual intelligence. But he was like, it's another thing called AQ, adversity quota, where the adversity that you build up is added into a quota, and it's a light at the end of the tunnel is building you into a champion. Yeah. And I was like, damn, I ain't never heard. That's like, I'm gonna take that with me for the rest of my life because that was extremely deep, man. And I feel like this team and the fans of this team, you do have to have a high AQ. And I feel like in Dallas, and I would even say you, Law, you definitely have a high AQ adversity quota. Like everything the habits of you and your life build you into the person that you are and the man that you are today, the Law Nation that you are today. You know what I'm saying? With everything that you went through, for sleeping in your car, the security jobs, Pitney Bowes. I know the whole story.
You know the whole story,
but,
man. Yeah, I can't switch it up. Yeah, that sleeping out of the car, that what made me, because when you think about it, here I am, making good, decent salary, but didn't have enough money to really stay. At that time, I wasn't going to be staying with nobody. Had too much pride. So I slept out of my car until things got – and then the thing is not to stop there, right? Continue to move forward and press forward, right? And then, getting on with the GOV, that was everything. That was like, okay, the grand breakthrough of that moment. But then also not stopping there, continue to reinvent yourself or look at yourself from a different perspective and say, okay, are you happy? Are you satisfied with where you are at? No, keep moving, keep pressing. So when I talk to B Tuck, those are some of the things that he's gonna have that camp on May the 4th and the 5th too. By the way, we're gonna set up, man, and do some things there with Osa Gallimore. Even though I think he's going to Florida or what have you, and some old guys, man, and hopefully, man. These are the things that he said. That's why I pulled up this film on Sam Williams. He sees the potentials that he have, right? He knows what he's capable of, and he's seeing that, hey, if Trayvon Walker can get it done, shoot, he just as good, And it just, you got to have that AQ. And you got to also, in order to shine, you got to get out there to do it as well. You can't shine on the sideline.
Yeah. And then too, like advertising for my guy B Tuck, man, he's making a huge difference in my nephew's life. Like just working on my nephew is 12.
Wow.
You feel what I'm saying? Like this, and the standard at trench warfare is 10 seconds. My nephew gonna definitely get that. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely want to give my guy, B Tuck, that shout out, man, because he is a phenomenal trainer, man. But what I wanted to tell you is that I feel like with the Cowboys, there's a championship standard that we have, and it's it was created by the likes of Roger Staubach, Tom Landry, the likes of Michael Irvin, Emmitt Smith. So we have built a championship standard here to where when you come here, you're not going to be able to just be average. You feel what I'm saying? We have created this, and what comes with this, our nickname is America's team. Right. So everything that comes, when you get on America's team, we are going to be highly publicized. But one of the things that you be saying, Law, too, is sometimes I feel like you could go a little bit overboard because you kind of make it seem like the 4-letter and the 3-letter networks, it's just a Cowboy show. I'm trying to let you know, not exactly, because I can give topic lines of the guys, from Speak. Here's some of the topic lines. Can Jaden Daniel make the Commanders better? To Caleb Williams lead the Bears to the playoffs? Right. Do Aaron Rodgers and the Jets have a chance to win the Super Bowl? And then you have, is it a crazy idea for the Cowboys to draft a quarterback? You know what I'm saying? But
if you look at the exposure rate, the split is always going to circle back to the Cowboys. And, of course, we're going to get the most viewership out of all of those topics there. And they got to keep the lights on, and they got the rating machine that they got to stay in front of. And everything is going to be higher scrutinized with the silver and blue, because it's the same set of circumstances for any other team. They won't be talking about that much of the quarterback exchanges like they do with the Cowboys. Like, can Jalen Hurts, after he get paid, can he finally take his team deep now? With the money that's spent now, what are they going to do? Those type of topics that you're not going to hear. But I give it what you're saying, that equally that all of these teams get talked about just like the Cowboys is what you're saying, right?
I'm not saying equally.
Okay, equally. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. So we're talking about the same thing.
What I'm saying is, it's not just the Cowboy show. What I'm saying, this is because we have created this persona for ourselves. We are going to get, if every team gets one topic, the Cowboys are going to get 3. But what I'm saying is, it's not just the Cowboy show. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes Like, a lot of the way that you be making it seem, I like you. Okay, you going a little overboard.
Well, no, because I'm looking at like for example, in closing, I'm looking at like for Shay Sharp, right, the nightcap.
Yeah, I'm finished too.
No, you good. But I'm looking at Shay Sharp, the nightcap.
Right.
When we think about it, like when we talked about the fact that most of us content creators, we independent, right? We don't have a brand or facial recognitions like they do. But the topic lines are when they talk about the Cowboys and we have the exact same topic, it'd be 250,000 views, right? They talk about, let's say, the Chiefs or they talk about, let's say, the Rams, it'd be like 80,000, 9,000. But when they talk to the Cowboys, they know what they're talking about. So it can be a situation whereas what hurts the community here is that they already made their millions. They already multi-millionaires. They are quadruple dipping into the same lane that we talking about. And now that same topic line is that normally it will be something like me or Mark Holmes or somebody of the kind of caliber of talking about those topics could eat off of it. Now we can't. They done capitalize off of the Cowboy brand, and a third of the people, when you watching them, they getting all of these. They taking away our views. They taking away our individual mindset of how we like to approach this, and they're commercialize it, putting money behind it, and squeezing us down. And now we got to work 4 and 5 times harder just to get on top of the news feed. I think that the Cowboys is an all-time money line for these type of industries, and I can see it from a content creation side, and I can see it from the ESPN side. So that's what's killing us.
Steady growing. How they taking away your root?
If you do like this is what we used to do. And as an analysis person, right?
Okay.
My growth rate from what it was 2 years ago is slower now than what it was then because it's saturated. Everybody's talking about the exact same thing. So if the topic line of NO-CeeDee not coming to camp, it don't matter. I could put in B-roll. I can be more excited. I can give more information. But 9 times out of 10, they're going to still tune into Ocho Cinco and Shay Sharp. Not just there on the nightcap, but what they said on ESPN or Fox. And that's why it's been oversaturated, because they done already heard those talking points. I can bring in uniqueness by myself, but it's not enough to, even though at the level that I'm at, it's not enough to really turn and put the ripple effect like it used to because of the impact of those boys being in the same room. That's crazy.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
because you seeing the analytics on your end. You can probably talk to them more than I can. So I'll give you that.
Yeah. So that's why I'm saying, though. That's why I say, hey, man, they keep talking about the Cowboys because they know that will bring the eyeball. Hey, and I'm not even dogging those boys. They eat just like I eat. But if you put me in a studio room just like Emmanuel Acho or Shay Sharp or what's the smooth name?
Sage.
Yeah. All of those boys.
LaShawn McCoy.
LaShawn McCoy. I would go blow for blow, toe for toe with those boys. You know what I'm saying?
You need to get in the ring, dog.
Yeah, I get in the ring.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they got careers they can fall back on because they got what we call validation. Even though validation is only good for parking. But yeah. But they got that already. So I'm building and formalizing the team independently. But it's going to take me a little bit longer to get there. And I'm talking about for viewership. That's why I started that GoFundMe account. That's why I started it. Because it takes for me to shoot 1 episode or 5 episodes like Shay Sharp shoots, it's $10,000, dog. So it's going to be too much money for me to do it independently. So that's why I need it. Yeah, that stuff ain't cheap. That stuff ain't free. So it takes money to get there. And I refuse to just sit back and say I ain't going to do it. But these guys, they are already sponsoring. And so that's why I appreciate y'all for helping me out with the sponsor stuff. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much, bro.
Yes, indeed. You're going to get there, man.
Yeah.
I can foresee big things for you, man. You made for TV, straight up.
That
ain't me just saying it. That's real talk, for real. You know what I'm saying? But, by the way, can we please get...
They got you, man.
We
what you say? Say it one more time. Say it one more time.
Can we please get you and the twin making sure we miss y'all shooting the shit just on regular Mississippi?
Hell yeah.
The iron burning your white tees. We miss that, man. Please, can we get that, please?
Yeah, man. I'm gonna try to get them. I'm gonna try to get my boy back home, man. He's still licking his wounds. All right, appreciate you, bro.
All right.
Yeah, appreciate you, man. So that's why I say, man, it's so important, man, to support us for what we do here. And I'm not saying don't watch the Nightcap and don't watch Shay Shaw or don't watch Stephen A. Smith, but they already double dipping. They already quadruple dipping, you know. And some of their, you know, Stephen A. Smith, man, and some of those things he be saying, be like, come on, man, it ain't the same, huh? You know. But let me lock this down.
The conference has been
locked. Let me lock this down, and let's get over to. I'm gonna give y'all the orders. I got 252-415 and the 206, and then the 469. All right, so 252, you're live on the Nation. Talk to me.
It was good, man. This is Kings, North Carolina.
Oh, man, you sound like you're under the water, man. Wait, I know you said North Carolina, but can you fix your phone just a little bit?
Can you hear me now?
Say it again.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, it's a whole lot better, bro. Talk to me, man.
Yeah, man. I'm calling in regards to, like, I'm a diehard fan, man. Being a fan, my dad is a fan, and I mean, I've been looking at the Cowboys basically all my life. And I know the last 3 years we got there, and like everybody feel like our quarterback has wet the bed, like. But last year, I honestly have to blame our losses on defensive coaching. And I feel like Dak is catching a lot of flack for I wouldn't say he sabotaged us, because that would be saying he kind of coached for us to lose or whatever. But I feel like Dan Quinn kind of sabotaged us. He never adjusted his game plan last year when we was getting punched in the mouth in the first half. Like, receivers from Green Bay stayed open. Like, and we never gave our offense a chance to get back into the game. And we did get back into the game. Our defense still wet the bed, you know, when it mattered. So it's like, why shouldn't Dak? I mean, no, I don't feel like Dak earned $60 million. I feel like that's a far stretch. I feel like he should get about 50, 55, yeah.
Yeah, the only way that he would have been able to get that amount of money if the Cowboys get in front of it, right? Like, for example, we heard the breaking news earlier today. The Eagles paid Smitty. They knew that if they waited longer to approach him with his contract or what have you, his APY probably be $3 to maybe $5 million more. So what they did naturally is they said, okay, they already buttered him up. They talked good about him all off season, right? During the season last year, they didn't talk about the fumble that happened in the game versus the Cowboys. They didn't beat him up, right? They ultimately gave him praises and said, "Hey, man, better next year, right? Hey, we pointing out that if we do this better, then you'll have a better season. We're going to get you a different offensive coordinator. We're going to give you a different wide receiver coach or what have you." So they start to work on those things and establish a relationship. You see, sometimes people will establish a relationship that's only transactional, right? And life to me is bigger than only being transactional. Sometimes you got to establish that relationship by, you know, taking them out to eat or sitting there talking to them about their kids or their goals and all of the other things that's beyond just the transactional situation. And I think that they foster that relationship better there than they do here, because we go with the approach of how can we tear down, right, to hope that this guy can see the value and we will say that he's not worth because we got to pay X, Y, and Z. You see, they don't do that. He's not worth, they don't do this. He's not worth thing over there, and they pay him. And if he don't like his contract, they will be able to say, this is what we offered, and we will be willing to shop you elsewhere to where you need to go or want to go versus beating you up and breaking you down, to that degree.
Right. Yeah, that's another thing, and I feel Jerry for so long has done that, and I feel like in his old age, I'm hoping his son is better, but I don't think Steven is no better. Right. I think Steven might be cheaper than his daddy.
Yeah.
So it's like they feel like it's a privilege to wear the star, and I'm like, it would be that if y'all weren't getting these big TV deals.
Right.
At the end of the day, y'all getting a lot of streaming, y'all getting a lot of cable money. So why can't the players get money? I mean, if the league is getting an extra $2 billion on top of what they're bringing in by fans paying for merch and tickets, why can't these players get paid? It's almost like they want these boys to play under market value.
Yeah.
And it's so unfair. And like I said, for years we've seen Jerry say all in, but then when it's time to open the purse, he don't open it. But we also seen over the years our value increase. Yeah. So how is our value increasing, but his pocket ain't getting bigger?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Open it up for our players.
The Cowboys, like the Cowboys haven't lost value since 1989, right? So every year they grew, and this is the thing. You know more about a person or what they do on how they do. Their actions speaks louder than words. So when you hear in breaking news that $100 million is now to Comstock, right? Other breaking news last year was blockchain. The Cowboys partnered with blockchain. And I get to what my guy Darius is saying about, hey, other teams do certain things, but the Cowboys, the news now is that they are formulating a situation on who is going to be fighting at the Arlington Stadium, right? So that's time. That's preparation. That's sit-down conversations with a firm and investors, and that's not you focusing in on your craft as it relates to, I need to be on the phone with this guy. I need to be on the phone with his representations, right? Or representative. So when you split yourself and do other things, then your focal point is going to be pushed back. Whereas when your only focus on winning the Super Bowl and your only focus is winning the championship, then you would do anything and everything to get there. And you would make sure that your finite contracts would be already in place, whereas there's always a escape hatch. There was no escape hatch for Michael Gallup. There were no escape hatch for La'el Collins when he was here. We had to eat the $10 million. We still eating some of the money from Ezekiel Elliott because there were no escape hatch for that. So that's $6 million of dead money that we can't move him and move around with. There were no escape hatch for Dalton Schultz. The list goes longer than Shaq feet. So that is the problem with the Jones family. Not only do they don't dance around in free agency enough, right? They don't have the proper plan to have the escape hatch in order to get out of the burning building.
Right. And that's another thing I was going to say. They never get out of the burning building, and they're still trapping themselves in a burning building by not paying CeeDee as well as Micah early.
Right.
Because we can go ahead and get them out of the way. If we want to stall out on that, we can.
Yeah.
But we should. There's no reason we should be stalling on Micah or CeeDee. There's no reason we should be stalling on their money. None whatsoever. Both of them were all pro. CeeDee broke Showtime's record last year. So, that money is well earned.
Yeah.
So like I said, if we want to stall on Dak and say, look, you either get us to the NFC Championship or at least to the Super Bowl, and we'll talk about money then. But at that point, I don't even feel like Dak would feel the loyalty is there, and I feel like we might lose. And at the end of the day, I think we might need to enjoy this year, because if they play around with CeeDee and Micah, this new generation is different. They're going to go where they're going to get paid. You know, at the end of the day, the loyalty as far as a brand is to their self now.
Yeah.
These players not giving that brand loyalty to the teams anymore. They understand now that they're the brand.
They're the brand.
You know, so they willing to take their talents elsewhere.
Yeah.
You know, so if we play with them boys' money, we might lose out on them, and 2025 is just a straight dumpster dive.
Yep,
you know,
it is what it is, man. It's all about the brand of the star, and it's all about, you know, getting a recognition. You know, we got to get this rodeo in here. We got to get this going in here. We got to build this new subdivision. We got to talk. So it's a lot of stuff that they are doing, and they're missing out on the small things, man. And here's
really
the other the structure of it. Before I let you go, bro, is also a crazy one, because they say, well, Will McClay is the pseudo general manager. Well, Will McClay on his own merit can't sit back and say, I want this guy, I get him. You know, Howie Roseman can, you know, I want this guy, I go get him, right? Whereas Willie, he got to say, okay, I want this guy for this X amount, but let me go talk to the bosses. Let me talk to Jerry. Let me talk to John Stephen Jones. So he got to go through all of those channels just to go get said player, for them to ultimately say, well, that's going to be out of my price budget, or it's going to be out of my range. Now, you sure you really want him? And then they put that pressure back on him, and then he got to be like, all right, well, who else do you consider, you know? And that's the other problem of it. But ain't nothing like, man, when you have your own house, your own crib, bro, and it be 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and you got your whitey tighties on, or you free, man, and you go straight to the refrigerator, not asking, can you go there? And that's what ultimately every man needs, and that's what the Cowboys don't have as well.
Right.
Appreciate you, bro. Thank you for calling in, man.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. Somebody like, what you mean, dog? What you mean? Yeah. But you at grandma in them house, shoot, or you at mom in them house. You can't walk around with just your meat hanging. No, you can't do that. You gonna have to say, let me put my clothes on and get something out the refrigerator. You know, that's just how it is. Pause, by the way, if necessary. Yeah. That's why when I was a grown man, I left the house and crib. I'd rather sleep out my car than the roommate with somebody. No, I ain't finna go backwards. No, I'll figure it out. You know, call it pride, call it just insane. But I figured it out. You know, I made it, baby. I ain't finna. When I said I would never roommate again, I didn't roommate again. I just made it in my mind. People call it manifestation. I manifested that. Yeah, I'm a grown man. You know, times got tough. But, hey, they say tough time don't last long, but tough people do. So I just had to figure it out. I'm a man, you know. So you in your 40s or you in 50s and you're 60s and you still roommating? Come on, man. What's going on? Talk to me, man. You know, hey, manned up a little bit. Now, the ladies, y'all can, you know, I encourage my daughters, you know, y'all can roommate to the rest of y'all life. But y'all get what I'm saying. There's sometimes, that's why I said that Mike McCarthy heading into this season, we should know everything about him. He should be standing 10 toes down on the draft picks that he picked this season and on the back end of the free agency and say, hey, I need to win. I want to win, and I got to go get this person. No, I can't wait for 4 or 5 years. You got me on. He need to tell the Joneses just that. I can't wait 4 or 5 years for this guy to develop. I'm on a 1-year contract. Mama McCarthy trying to look at where she going to be at next year. All of my staff and all of my people need to know whether or not they going to be here next year. I can't hang around and wait around. So either you trust me or you don't. Yeah, you got me on 1-year deal. Hey, trust and believe. I got to go down with the fight that I know. I can't go down with you still shanking me with the butter knife because you want a certain thing. No. Well, fire me then. That's what he need to go. Well, fire me. That's how he need to handle that. All right, from the 415, you're live on the Nation. Talk to me.
Hello.
What's good? Talk to me.
Yeah, this is Raquel.
Raquel, talk to me.
Yes. I am a 4th generation Cowboys fan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So from Textram and from Jerry Jones, I just want to comment on the last caller, what he said, that they think that the Dallas Cowboys, they think it's a privilege to wear the star. You know what, baby boy? It is a privilege to wear the star.
It is.
Because there's no other NFL team in history till this day, and as long as we all breathe, will be like the Dallas Cowboys. There's a reason why we are who we are.
True.
So it's a privilege.
Right.
And that's why there's one reason why I loved Bill Parcells when he was the coach, and he told him, you know what? Take that star off your helmet. You haven't earned that yet. Because even he knew it was a privilege to wear that star.
Okay.
So for him to say that was erroneous, in my opinion, and I think in a lot of other people's opinions. If you're a true diehard Cowboy fan, like I am.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So I wanted to say that, and I also wanted to say my father just recently passed away on March 21st.
Oh, wow.
And it's a funny thing. I called my mother up, and I'm like, hey, what was Daddy's favorite color? And she was like, I don't know. And I'm like, okay.
Silver, blue. Yeah.
And so I was with my friends, and I just thought about it. I was like, you know what? I like Dallas Cowboy colors. And so my friends, they surprised me. They went to a party outlet store in California, where I'm in Cali.
Okay.
And they bought some white, blue, and silver balloons. And we went to Hunters Point. It's in San Francisco. And we just released them and I just said, goodbye, Daddy. I'll see you next lifetime.
Yeah.
And they just went over and just flew over to the Bay, and I just watched them fly away.
Man, condolences.
I wanted to say that.
Man. Yeah.
Thank you. And I also want to say this. I think Dak's signing. He'll be back with us. I just feel that. I just feel that. And yes, the players, CeeDee, Dak, Parsons, they can go to other teams, but guess what? They won't get the recognition or the money that they will get being a Dallas Cowboy. That's just facts.
Yeah.
Those are facts. And if Dak and CeeDee and Parsons can win a Super Bowl for the Dallas Cowboys, the world will be their oyster. That's facts. Not just Texas, but the world.
The world. Yeah, they're going to have to. Yeah.
Are you guys looking at Troy Aikman?
Yeah.
Troy Aikman, Emmitt Smith, Michael Irvin, Daryl Moose Johnson, Jimmy Johnson.
Yeah.
They all won Super Bowls. Look at them.
Yeah.
The world is their oyster.
Yeah.
I mean, it's wild.
Yes,
it's
indeed,
wild.
Man.
Another thing I want to say, there's many a Cowboys I love, and there's a lot I would love to meet. There's a lot I would love to meet and get autographs. But the one Cowboy I really want to meet and get the autograph is Mr. Jerry Jones.
Okay.
A Hall of Famer. The Hall of Famer. The one who came in 1989 and turned this whole organization around. There's a reason why he handpicked Jimmy Johnson. There's a reason he picked Jimmy. It's not like Jimmy came pounding on the door. No, Jerry's like, you know what? I think who can really turn this thing around is Jimmy Johnson.
Okay.
So I give him kudos for that. And if people think that he doesn't have a lot of say-so on the players or who picked, he helped get Troy Aikman here too. He helped get Emmett. He helped get all that here. He helped get that. It wasn't just Jimmy Johnson. They were a duo. They were a tandem. They were a team.
Yeah.
And then something erroneous happened for whatever reasons, and that shattered that. But then who'd he go get? There's a reason why he got Barry Switzer, because he knew Barry knew what to do. He knew it.
Yeah.
So it wasn't
Raquel.
It wasn't a dumb thing that he did. Yes.
Yeah, I was just gonna tell you, man. Condolences out, to your family and everything, and I know your father, man. He's overlooking and overseeing his. I heard, man, from the Fifth Dimension, man, that Tom Landry got an undefeated team up there in the heavens, man, and I heard, man, that he's enjoying every moment of it, and hopefully they can stop and take a look at what we doing down here to help us out. Maybe change a few things to help help us out and winning a few games, man. I appreciate you so much, bro, for calling in and sharing your story with us, man. But before I let you go, let me hear you say it, bro.
Let's go get it done. Go Cowboys!
Go Cowboys! Yes, indeed. Yes, but boy, Elma had me with wet eyes over here. Losing a loved one is always a difficult task, and you really never get over it. You don't. You kind of get yourself into these feelings of like, man, what's life is really all about, And I tell people that there are two most important days of your life: the day you was born and the day you realize your purpose, right? And there have been days, man, I've been sitting back, man, it feel like I'm in a dark room looking for the light switch, right? That's how life sometimes can take you and move you when you lose a loved one. And you never really technically get over it. It's just kind of like, God dog, what's going on today, And like I say, this past Easter, was difficult. I was sitting there on the phone trying to call my mom, like, why she ain't picking up? And it hit me like, she's gone, right? And then you pray and you say to yourself, come on, I'm looking for that answer, looking for that answer. And you just don't get it. It's just a voided spot. But, you kind of continue to do things that make you happy. And that's what I do here. I talk Cowboys, to get me over the hump sometimes, right? But people grieve in different ways. But it's just how life is, too. One day you're here, the next day you're gone. And we all going through microaggressions like that. Even Twin Maker, he going through it as well. Deep time, he was like, God, dog, my Niners lost, mama ain't here. I said, dog, look, hey, she ain't here too, man, for me. But it is how life is, man. It comes in waves of emotions. They say, hey, Law, man, wait for Mother's Day, man. Ooh, you going to get hit then. I was like, hey, don't tell me about it. I'm going to try to be as positive as possible during Mother's Day, because we do some big stuff for Mother's Day. Yes, indeed. But neither here nor there. I got two more callers. I'm going to let the 206 and then the 910. And 206, you're in the mix. MJ, you're live on the Nation. Talk to me, man.
Hey, what up, Law? How you doing, brother?
Well, man, doing great. Can't complain.
Oh, yeah, good show.
Appreciate you, bro.
That lady was break. That was a lady, right?
Oh, Raquel. Raquel, let me know, male or female. I forgot to ask.
That was a woman.
Yeah, it could be a lady. Yeah. Shout out to Raquel.
But she was breaking it down.
Fourth generation,
yeah. Can't get mad at her. But, she breaking it down. Like I say, I'm not even tripping, man, That's why I'm not getting on here being selfish, because the Most High let us go 3 years in a row, 12-5. It was up to us to take it from there.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Take it from there.
So I'm not going to be on here crying for all these other players. We didn't get Tito Jackson. We didn't get Jermaine Jackson.
Jackson 5, man. Yeah.
We had our chance. We just got to keep moving, So all kudos for that. And we just got to keep pushing. We just got to, if we get this defense right, the key is this defense, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's the key, y'all.
Defense win championships, man. Yeah, you got to have.
We just got to get that defense right.
You got to get
just
defense.
Like I told, what's your boy? Not Darius, but the other boy you be debating with.
I don't know, man. VIP, 100 grand. Brandon, we got a lot of guys that call in.
Brandon. Yeah. No. Brandon. The main couple. Now, Brandon, if we lose a game 13-10
right,
or 10-9 in the playoffs, then you was right.
Oh, yeah. From the defensive
you feel
aspect.
That? I ain't going to say no name. Won't need to say his name. Y'all know what I'm saying. If we lose 10-9 or 13-10 or 13-12, that means we did a boo-boo.
No doubt.
So we just leave it at that. But I just want to get this defense right. there's a lot of halfbacks out of this draft. So we're going to hit on one of these halfbacks. I think we're going to draft 2 halfbacks.
I think I think so, man. Yeah. This halfback class, we got some downhill runners. Always try to match defense up with running backs. I think running backs is the defense for the offense because it controls the TOP, time of possession, for those who don't know. And then the more your defense can rest, the more capabilities of your defense to be fresh. And think about it. You can rotate defensive linemen. There's no rotations of offensive linemen. So when you figure out their chink in the armor, and you figure out their weak spots, that's when the defense can pounce. And if you can get most of that if you can score early and often, and on top of that, if you can control the run game, your defense can do some things, you know.
Thank you.
Yes, indeed,
and
bro.
And we got, I'm going to tell y'all something. We got, like you show my boy 54, you're not even talking about Fihoko, 99. They going back to their regular spot. Number 41. What's the young kid? No, number 14. Going back to strong safety. Man, we deep, y'all. Like me and Law say, if we get that middle right, them boys going to eat. Parson going to eat. Them DNs going to eat. It's all about that middle. We got to get that middle right. That's what's been killing us for the last 6 years, that middle defense. You know what I'm saying?
The inside. So, hey, I'll be campaigning for Trevondre Sweat. I'll be campaigning for some of the guys that's going to be released after the draft. I'll be campaigning for the McKinney kid from Texas A&M. So there's some people out there that we can get that can turn some heads, man, and this can be that's why we gotta wait till after the draft before we can really pop some champagne bottles on that part of it. Go ahead.
What, are you going live for the draft?
Yeah, man. I will be here at Shakerton's. At Shakerton, that's in Arlington. That's right down the street from the stadium. You can literally see the stadium from Shakerton, and that is 1409 North Collins Street for those who want to come on by. And there will be the capabilities for them to jump onto the mic as well to get things out of the mud, man. I hate to get you off the line, though, but I got to roll, MJ.
All right, family. Good show. Let's go. I'm going to watch the show next week at the draft. Everybody going to be weighed, and I hope we move back because I need that 4th pick. That 4th pick is key for us. Come on, let's go.
No doubt, man. Appreciate you for the 206. How about them Cowboys, man? Put a round of applause, man, to MJ, man. That was a good call from him, man. Where my round of applause button at? Let me give him a round of applause. Yeah.
Swallowed up.
Come on, man. Round of applause. All right, I got the last but not least, Queen, but not Queen, but a review, Auntie, for the 910. You're live. Well, you can't be a queen. Talk to me.
That's right. Hey, I ain't dead yet.
Yeah, Auntie, talk to me.
Sure. I just wanted to say you continue to keep up the good work, and I'm pleased with your content, always have been, and you put the content out there, and I see you putting the work in, so just keep the grind on, and you'll continue to receive good things.
Most certainly. I appreciate you so much. I grind. Working by the sweat of my brow. Yes, indeed.
Thinking about the Stephen A's and all those other people. They can go back to the 3- and 4-letter network for all I care.
Right.
You know what I'm saying. They can go back. This is your house, you know.
Yeah.
Cowboy Create You and Mark Holmes, you guys built it up over here. Now they want to come over here. Now I'm not running over there. I'm going to stay right where I'm at.
Most certainly.
My concern this year is that, again, with the way that Stephen and Jerry conduct business, I don't know if you thought about this, but I wanted to throw this out at you and see what you thought. So, we talked before about players, the locker room, and people don't realize, these are big, strong guys, but they're men.
They are men.
And they have emotions. They're not robots. And like you said, you know, they looking side-eyed, you know, at people not being paid. And you may see some people out here making some business decisions. Let's just keep it real and call it what it is. You know, you're not wanting to pay people. They're not going out here putting their neck on the line. They may be thinking about their next contract with another team.
Yep, that's the two folds of it. Either you're going to get a player to play lights out, or you're going to get an Xavier Woods. You remember him, you know?
Yeah.
You're like, I can't give you 100% of the time, 100% of the time, you know, because he's thinking about his next contract. Mm-hmm.
And I wanted to say something. Exactly. One of your earlier callers said something about the amount of money that Dak's going to receive. And it's like this, guys. Don't look at what they're being paid. Think about your own career, your own job. And, Law, I don't know about you. You're going to pay me what I'm here in North Carolina.
Right.
You're going to pay me the state of North Carolina says you're going to pay me now. Depending on the county you're in, each county pays a different local supplement.
Right.
But I'm not taking a team discount. Okay?
Nah.
Pay me what the state scale is.
Or
I'm out of here.
Or you out, you know.
And so don't be mad at the players. Hate the game.
You hate the game. My brother did the same thing. He was in education, not the twin maker, but another brother.
Right.
And they paid him. He said okay, he wanted to get more money, so he had to get his specialist degree. When he got a specialist degree, they paid him a little bit more money, you know. And then you go into these things, and when they offered which I think he came out on top when they waived the student loan stuff, when you have stayed with the city government or local government for that amount of time in that field.
Right.
And they took care of them student loans. So, so he came out on top. And you can leverage that opportunity to make more money during the summertime. So, so it's all about leveraging. Right. So, hey, ain't no taking a discount because of the county is suffering. No.
No. I'm not taking a discount. I want my pay, what the pay scale says I'm supposed to be paid. And then, like I said, each county has a different local supplement. I'm not taking a team discount. I want everything that I worked for. You know what I'm saying? So, again, if we go back to the root of the problem, we did not have to be in this predicament.
Yep.
Gary and Steven playing general manager, all out of position.
Yeah.
And that's why we're in the situation that we're in. So, Dak may not be worth 60, but you have to look at the quarterback market. And had they done what like they were supposed to do in the beginning, maybe Dak would be willing to do something. But when you show me nothing but you're behind, I'm not giving you anything because you showed me you don't have faith in me. You don't trust me. So you can lose me with that.
You are you are preaching, and and we love hearing that, Auntie. No doubt.
I'm telling you now. You know I'm older than you, nephew.
Mm-hmm. Yes, indeed.
I listen to all that stuff that the old folks told me, and I told you guys before. I'll reiterate. When the Cowboys paid Michael Gallup, and they paid Jalen Smith, to me, they cut their nose off to spite their face. They're going to show you we're more intelligent than everyone else. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you paid Michael Gallup and Jalen. Everything that you do, it blows up in your face because you don't know what you're doing. You need to. That would be, nephew. That would be like me going in there trying to fix my bathroom sink.
Oh wow!
I don't know anything about plumbing, or me trying to go in here and rewire my house. You're gonna see me burning myself up in my house.
Oh
That's not my specialty.
That's not your specialty. Ooh, you spitting. You spitting the truth.
I hire the people who are specialists in those areas, and that's the problem. And again, they're sitting up here, denigrating people's names. And why should they give you a discount?
Why should they? And then, yeah. So you right with that, Auntie. But they try to play that guilt trip on you and say, hey, You can save. You get Willie Earl to do your plumbing, and you can save about $150. But Willie Earl down the street, and he ain't licensed. He's not bonded. He around bust a pipe, and all of that water all over your house and stuff like that. The insurance people say, "Well, who touched your pipes?"
Hey, nephew, you get Ray and Pookie in the hood.
Yeah.
Do some plumbing for you. Already know how that's gonna turn out.
Right.
I just have a personal experience.
Yeah.
I took my truck to the Toyota. This is, hey, I hope this is reaching someone. I took my truck to the Toyota dealership. Now, when you take your stuff to the dealership, you're going to pay through the wazoo.
You're going to pay it,
They told me I needed brakes and rotors. Well, they were going to charge me more. I called Jiffy Lube, who I've been using for years just for oil changes. Oh, we do brakes and rotors. Yeah, they did, but they didn't do it right. I'm still going back to them. I had to call corporate, me trying to save some money, like Jerry and Steven, trying to save some money. And look, my truck's still not right.
Still not right.
I got to take it back again.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And so when you try to cut corners, that sometimes that leaves you in a bad situation.
No doubt. Oh my goodness, Auntie. Well.
I'm just telling you. I'm telling you what the old folk would tell me, honey. Yeah. And that's the main issue with us,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They try to do their own taxes. Just get somebody to do them damn taxes. Get a CPA person to do them damn taxes. Yeah. Keisha and them trying to do it for $39.99. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you get Keisha and Aisha to do your taxes. And then you're going to hear the FBI open up, knocking on your door.
Oh, my God. That's what happened, too. FBI, open up! Oh, my God. Appreciate you so much, Auntie. Thank you so much for calling in.
Keep up the good work, nephew.
Yes, will do. I needed that laugh there. Yeah. Get Ashaniqua and Keisha and them doing them taxes for you. Yeah. I'm saving money, man. I'm saving all type of money. Mm-hmm. And when you owe taxes, it don't matter what color you are, too, by the way. Yeah. Mm-hmm. The IRS gonna come and get you. You haven't been paying, or you have. Hey, we seen you didn't get the audit shield and all. I get all of that on mine. Yeah. Put the audit shield. Yeah. Check, make sure this is there. I'm gonna make sure I write this off and write that off. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But sometimes when you try to. People do that. They instead of just going ahead and getting the real thing, they'll get a Daewoo and put rims and stuff all over it, change the Cadillac converter and put loud pipes on it. It's a Daewoo. or Subaru, what's that, Subaru? Whatever them doggone cars with boat parts. Like, come on, man, just go ahead and reach down and go get the Audi. Don't go buy it. Don't be cheaping yourself out, And the Cowboys been doing that for many a moons. They try to take the shortcut. But here's the thing. They didn't do it on those stadiums. No. They didn't get no first-time contractor to build that stadium in Arlington. They didn't get that first-time contractor to build that playpen that's in Frisco. No, they said, let me look at they send out an RFQ, request for quote. And then, then after that, they send that RFI out, request for information on, how long your business been in business, what project that you worked on. They didn't get no first-time play caller. No. See, people value the things that they value. Boundaries are important. People think that, hey, man, this is America, man, for the land of the free and the home of the brave. Everything ain't free here. If it was, then I could just walk over to my neighbor's house. I could just walk in and say, hey, I need Kool-Aid. I need some sugar. I need honey. No, there's boundaries to this thing. And there's consequences and repercussion when you don't respect boundaries, man. And you got to be able to protect your most important asset, and that is the free agency plus the financial piece on how do you handle the contracts. Somebody need to get fired on how the Cowboys been handling the contracts. That's for real, So the Jones family get an F on that report. They get an F on their report. On all of the contract. For the Dak Prescott $160 million contract, they should get a flat-out F for that. With no trade clauses on that contract, they should get a big F on Dak Prescott contract. Somebody should be getting fired. Somebody should be getting fired for Zeke's contract. Somebody should be getting fired for D-Law's contract. Schultz contract, 1 year, $11 million. You know, they should get fired for all of those franchise tags that they put on this team for 6 consecutive years in a row. Let's go to the super chats, and we're gonna make sure we get everybody's super chat. I appreciate y'all's support, especially for this Oxnard fund. Yeah. Walker Wade says Dak is in his 9th season. Yeah, we talked about that one already. Appreciate you, my dog. Appreciate you, Walker. Appreciate you so much for that support there. We got Glenn Capers. We talked about that one. Seiton says, okay, where we at? We are with David for the 199. He says DC for life, not for short, basically. Love yesterday's show. Facts and excuses. Yeah. Appreciate you, my dog. Appreciate you, man. I'll give you a horn. Duncan. All right. We already read that one. Yeah, you said you love us, man. I appreciate you. Dirty Sanchez, man. What's good? For the Oxnard Club, man. Appreciate you, Dirty. I won't let you down, Dirty. I promise you, I won't let you down when I'm out there. I won't. I would not let you down. This is for the strip club in Oxnard. Get them dirty deeds done. Dirt cheap, baby. Come on. Now, I don't know if Oxnard got the strip club, but I can go get some chicken strips and we'll make it do what it do. But I appreciate you, Dirty, man. I thank you, man. We gonna need that strip club money. All of the ones, man. Duncan Wright says, I'm sorry. You delusional as Larry Tree. You got nothing but love, Law Nation. Louis T, you got nothing. But like, wait a minute. What did you say, Duncan? Help me out, man. My hooked on funny guys. I'm sorry. You delusional as Larry Trey. You got nothing but love, Law Nation. But like Louis T, you got nothing. But I appreciate you, man. Thank you for the Oxnard fund, man. Oh, okay, I see it right there. And then you double up, man. Double up. Louis T, I meant. Screw the Commanders. And then Sanchez says, I have a drink on me. Yeah. You have a drink on me. Yeah. I'm gonna make sure when I'm out there I don't touch no Hennessy though. I don't want too much of that out there. You know? Yes. And he says, Duncan Wright says, love you, man, but the Niners, screw them. Yeah, screw the Niners.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Screw them Niners, man. Yeah, appreciate you for that. DC for life. Shout out to you, man, with this guy right here who dancing with the cup of coffee. Appreciate him. Love your Law Nation. Appreciate you, Duncan Wright. Appreciate you, man. Caitlin Clark, etc. Thank you. Think I'm almond. I don't know. But shout out to you, man, Duncan Wright, man. You related to Bill Gates? Man, let me know. Let me know. All right, and then forget you guys. What? Fred Dad? I don't know what that stands for, but appreciate you, man, so much for your support. And Dirty Sanchez says, this is so you won't come back broke from Oxnard, man. I appreciate you, man. Thank you, everybody. Are we still live? Are we still live, ladies and gentlemen? Give me something in the chat, because I see the chat ain't moving. Are we still live? Seiton says, Law, when I look up the ownership of the stadium, it says City of Frisco, not Jones's. Are you talking about the stadium in Arlington? Or are you talking about the Star in Frisco? Yeah. You still alive? Y'all still here? Okay, good. Appreciate y'all. Shout out to you, Lisa. Appreciate you for your support, too. Did I get everybody, man? I appreciate y'all so much. Yeah, I got everyone. Oh, man, the whole stadium thing is about, putting your name on it and still having keys to it and having someone else to pay for it, right? It's just like when Walmart bought out Dollar General. Keep your Dollar General name, but we want to have these subsidiaries to still have their own legacy and stuff like that, but we still want to get paid money for it. Just like, for example, Great Value. It's the same. Those same Oreos that shoot through Oreo company is the same Oreo that's out of Great Value. The same thing, just branding, So you'll pay a little bit more for Oreo, but the Great Value is the same exact Oreo cookie. Y'all get what I'm saying? Yeah. So other people's money, yeah. So that's how that goes. Man, it's all about marketing and strategy, Aldi's got good stuff in the same building, but it's just different low name, unnamed brand stuff. It's the same stuff if you go to Aldi, right? So it's all about that, man. These people don't make billions and billions of dollars by mistake, by the way. The game is always already sold, and they selling the game, or they're not selling the game to certain things, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, regardless of it all, the NFL is an unbelievable money printing machine. It's the only company in business that would get people angry and upset at the millionaires versus the billionaires. Angry Cowboy fans say, no, it ain't, Law, no, it ain't. Some of them brands say, Clorox and bleach, same bleach. Great Value bleach and Clorox, the same thing. Right? Angry Cowboy fan, shout out to him. Make sure y'all support him. You get the Great Value bleach on your clothes and you get the Clorox bleach on your clothes. Let me know what was stained. Both of them gonna stain the same way. The same power strength. They got y'all thinking that it's two different bleaches. It's the same bleach. So that's what it is, man. Just messing with you, man. But they got us fighting over that, right? All we know is bleach is bleach. Laugh out loud. He says, "Not Angry Cowboys." Like, wait a minute, I'm 10 toes down. I get the bleach story, but not the Oreos. What about the oodles and noodles, man? Well, I can tell you this though, that the Dallas Cowboys, they don't believe in Oreos. They don't believe in Clorox, but they do believe in Great Value. Right? They believe in Great Value. Yeah. So that's not up for debate right there. They were Great Value, and we could be talking about, hey, we need a Breland Allen. We need a big burly running back, Trey Benson. They said, we got Trey Benson at the house. His name is Snoop Connor. Have you seen tape on him? Top Roman, baby. Yeah. In their eyes, Snoop Connor is better than Derrick Henry. Yeah, Great Value. Yeah. Let me know if I'm lying, T. Higgins. Sure, have you seen Jalen Brooks? Sure, you better watch out. We all in, baby. Go Cowboys, We don't die, we multiply around here. We haven't lost a dime since 1989. That all rhymes for your mind. They make more and more money every year. More and more outcome, more and more people coming out to the stadium. We were 12-5. There's no turning this money printing machine. While companies were losing money in 2020, they made revenue in 2020. right? Walmart is great value, yeah. So that's how it goes. Yeah, I see y'all. Shoot. I can't wait for Oxnard now. I can't wait for the OTAs pictures to come out now, right? Y'all know that you guys are addicted to the Dallas Cowboys. You know that you gonna watch the Cowboys. You say, I can't stand them boys. I can't stand them. You're gonna have the remote in your hand. I can't stand them. I can't stand them. You're gonna be watching. Because if you don't watch them, the haters will be. Front row seat. Talking about cry Eagles cry. Right? Or talking about left hand up or whatever the commander's, or right hand up, whatever the commander's statement is now. Or the Giants. They watching. They're creeping. They are here right now, taking notes. Yeah. So, in closing, that's why it's a divide between the die-hard Cowboy fans and the casual fans. You know, as they say, you got to be hard from the start. You got to have heart. You know? And I can't say the rest. I get demonetized. But for those who from my neck of the woods, they already know what the rest of those lines are. And we are hard. We not die softening around here. So win, lose, or draw, we here. We gonna be in the mix regardless of the situation. Whether it's raining, whether it's fire and brimstone coming out of the sky, or whether the people from the third or the fourth or the fifth dimensions come here. People coming from beyond the ice wall is here. Or whether or not the sun in the sky is real. And the eclipse, I haven't seen the sun since the eclipse happened here in Texas. No sun been out. It's been dark, it's been cloudy, and we still go outside. Right? But if you want a thing bad enough to go out there and fight for it, to work day and night for it, to give up your time, your peace, and your sleep. If all of your desires of it makes you quite mad that you don't get tired, and it makes you hold everything tawdry and cheap, if life itself seems empty and useless without it, and all that you scheme and dream is about it, if you will gladly go out there and sweat for it and fret for it and plan for it and lose all terror of your mind, if you would simply go after the thing you want, if dogged and grim and besieged and beset, Sam Williams, with the help of Almighty Cowboy Nation and everyone that's listening, you will get it. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours.
Damn, Dak Prescott.
Come on.
Dread it, run from it, destiny arrives all the same. And now it's here. Or should I say, I am.
Damn! Damn!
Give me my thing, you.
Hey! Here I go. Here I go. Roll those credits.
I've been really in the field, let her rush, I let her feel.
Lately I just wanna run it up.
Don't need no deals, I make
Come on, baby.
I have to take it to a meal. Lately I just wanna run it up. Yeah. Kinda check the song. Lately I just wanna run it up. Count that too, count it. Lately I just wanna run it up. Need them ones, I need them fives, need them tens, I need that change to the safe. Got blues inside. Greens and pinks, it's
That boy said never.
roll my change, take some losses when I play, charge it to the game. I'm with L, yeah, I'm with T-Black.
Shout out to all
I'm with Bay,
Who in law? Put law in the chat. Walker, Glenn, Capers, Sighton, David. Come on. Hey.
You just rock what's on the shelf and I'm not feeling it. Search for the one, but baby girl, it's nothing real as this. Can't trust a soul, I keep a hammer, call it too legit.
It's an evil world we live in.
In the field, love the rush, I love the feel.
Lately I just wanna run it up. Come on, baby.
No deals, I make the deal. I have to take it to a meal. Lately I just wanna run it up.
Come on. Hey.
Kinda check a song. Lately I just wanna run it up. Count that too.
What we tell them on paper? On paper.
Lately I just wanna run it up. Yeah. I just be off the dome. I never own no chrome. Too many foes and codes. Yeah. I be at home alone. I be in zones alone.
I be on roll along. Come on, baby.
I be really in the field. Love the rush, I love the feel. Lately I just wanna run it up. Don't need no deals, I make the deal. I have to take it to a meal. Lately I just wanna run it up. Yeah.
Come on, baby.
Kinda check the song.
Lately I just wanna run it up. Come on.
Count that too. Count up. Lately I just wanna run it up.
Let's go. We're too damn soft. I just hate mistakes.
Lately I just wanna run it up. Lately I just wanna run it up.
Okay, let's get it, man. In honor of my guy Duncan for all of those support. Oh my goodness, Duncan!
We answered. I talked stuff. I thought we had it, but it goes to show you who's a better team, and I'm sticking Cowboys.
You're crying.
I'm hurt. I love my Eagles. I don't believe it.
You gonna flap the hat one more time for the Eagles with a hard fight they did?
Let's go Birds, fly, Eagles fly. Still Super Bowl chance for now.
When your team is getting demolished like that, I sit up here, I swallow a lot of what I know. And a lot of what I know is what I'm starting to see right now. That's why this team is awful. You're not good when you get embarrassed like that. And why the hell do we have these benches with heat things for them in a damn stadium? It is the dumbest damn thing I've ever seen in my life. We took them to Dallas, they embarrassed us. That if we take those to another stadium, we have to be the laughingstock of the damn internet.
Now, so the cocaine's happening. When does that crack come into play for you?
We answered. I talked stuff. I thought we had it, but it goes to show you who's a better team, and I'm sticking Cowboys.
You're crying.
I'm hurt. I love my Eagles. I don't believe it.
You gonna flap the hat one more time for the Eagles with a hard fight they did?
Let's go Birds, fly, Eagles fly.
Let's go Birds. Let's go Birds. ELGS. You must be out of your goddamn mind.
Look at that Eagle girl right there. Jeez. Oh my God. Let me get on up out of here. Hey, bounce your shoulders with you, boy. Hey. Come on, man. We about, man. Dak, you better get it back. You better get it back, Dak. On my way out, be sure to check out Shakerton's. That's where we gonna be partying at for the draft. 1409 North Collins Street, Arlington, Texas, 76011. Call today, 682-248-3545. Keep it live and tell them Law Nation sent you and you. What we tell them, baby?
Don't let the street lights get you all alone.
It's danger, baby.
You know
it's an evil world we live in.
To go alone. Don't let the street lights hit you. Can
I be all?
Play it too. I follow.
out to the 88 Cutlass, Monte Carlos. Come on. Cadillacs. Them damn Cadillacs with the roof just kind of like falling off. You see it like all fluffy and stuff. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Old school. All at once. What we tell them, baby?
Don't let the street lights hit you all alone. You know it's dangerous.
Shout out to Mando.
Don't let the street lights hit you. Can I be play it too? I'll follow wherever you go, whatever you do. Play it too.
The Angry Cowboy fan. Check out his channel too. Check out his channel. We got some great content. He don't have good content. He got great content.
So far, that's where we so far. If a paper crane can fly,
And remember,
then forever doesn't feel that far.
Come on, choir.
So far, so far. If a paper crane can fly, fly on, fly on, fly on, fly on. Fly on.
Oh, Sheila. I see you, Sheila. I see you in the chat.
Not the one who made the rules, right? Do it.
Come on.
Do it.
Hey.
Right. Do it.
Oh.
Do it. Right. Do it. Hey. Ain't nobody calling me, texting me, paging me, asking me, are you still in ball?
What more do you want from me?
Calling me, texting me, paging me, asking me, am I still in ball?
Give me my
Now
thing.
you check on me. Listen, 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 listen. I'm still in boys.
Hey.
Come on. I'm still in boys.
All right, we up out. One love. Salute. Peace.